Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what? We've been so busy prepping, we nearly missed the start of the show. We were busy chatting about all sorts of things in the gallery, prep-wise, obviously. Fabulous show lined up for you today, but let's start with the early bird. Right, you know the early bird, it's where we bring you something and reduce the price for no reason whatsoever. This is already a good price at $19.99. Please, please, please go and have a look. Now, you might not find this one, but please go and see how much. Actually, we used to have a price comparison of this actual one, didn't we? Oh, Kat's just looking for it now because we were so busy prepping a minute ago. $19.99. Now, in that $19.99, you don't choose which of these you get. You get all of them. You get a cutting mat, a self-healing cutting mat, inches on one side, and I nearly said triangles then. They're not triangles, are they? Centimetres. It's going to be one of those days. Centimetres on that side. You get your little ruler with your inches on there, and your half inches, and your eighth of an inch and everything, and you get your rotary cutter. Now you see that would be $12.95 on, normally, wouldn't it? So for the three of them, for £19.99. Fantastic price. But that's not even our price, is it? You know what I normally can't hear, Kat, right? Today it's like she's standing there. Yeah, hello.
Nice.
Right, here we go. Let's crash the price. Not 19. Obviously, we're not going to go down far because it should be $15.99. $15.99. How much shaking off? £4 your P&P for the day, That's your P&P for the day. So if you come in and buy quilt kits, if you come in and buy a machine, if you come in and buy some fabric, if you come in and buy some knitting, that's your P&P paid for the whole day. £15.99. It's brilliant. It's a self-healing mat. This is excellent if you go away for the weekend to like the caravan or the motorhome or the lodge or the farm, and you want to take a cutting mat and a rotary cutter with you and you want to take your best one from home, then have this one. If you do a lot of classes, this could be in your bag the whole time. If you made the Susie Duncan bag that fits it all in, $15.99. Make sure you go through. Glennie says good morning. Wendy says good morning. Margaret says good morning. Anne says good morning. Patricia says she loves me from Blackpool. Margaret doesn't love you, Stuart. We haven't seen you yet, though. She loves you when you're on, though. Claire says good morning, John Stewart and all. And that's Charlie saying good morning to you as well.
Morning.
Oh, morning. Charlie's hair's grown while he's been off. He's got a bouffant today. Mind you, he was at clubbing last night. Yeah, came straight here apparently.
Straight from the club?
Yeah. Oh, those days. Do you remember those days? Don't you?
No, because at midnight
this
I was
is Stuart, everyone.
Morning. How are you? I know, 12 o'clock, even when I was 18, 12 o'clock I was ready for bed. And if there was a Poirot on, forget it.
And what year will that have been? That would have been the Poirots that I was doing.
It was the original with oh gosh, who was it? I don't know, I can't remember.
Not the David Suchet one then?
No, it probably was.
Yeah, I'll have done the costumes that, so you'll be going home to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did the costumes Poirot.
Yeah.
Message from Max. Hi, Stuart and John. Still knitting the socks before school, and I also went to the caravan, so didn't really do much on the socks.
Oh, Max is 10.
Oh,
and he
Max.
knits socks. We've had pictures. They're amazing, John.
Excuse me, it's a school day today.
No, he knits before school.
Yes, but it should be, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, no, 8 o'clock, yeah. In my day, we started school at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I mean, prep school always starts early, doesn't it, John?
Oh,
Did you go to a posh school?
No, not at all.
No.
I just went to, where did I go? Chester Grammar School for
Correctional
Boys.
school?
Yeah, Chester Grammar School for Boys, which then became Queen's Park High School. At $15.99. Keep going through for this. Jan says, good morning, gorgeous. Away in the camper van for the weekend, a bit rainy. So delighted to watch you both. Both, Stuart? Both. There he is. Have you found those price comparisons yet? Oh, honestly. You can tell she's given up, can't you? You can tell she's leaving. Oh, yeah, I know. In a minute. Thank you, Charlie. Blimey. Here we go. Right. If you buy today, your name will go in the hat. And one of you... Right, what's the prize then, Charlie? Yeah, which one? It's not blue. It's a Tula Pink. One of you will win 13 fat quarters from Tula Pink in that gorgeous range. Actually, geodes, minerals, right? Later on Jewel Maker, don't turn over. Later on Jewel Maker, they've got the most amazing geodes. Anyway, 15.99. One of you will win that, and later on today, I will be reading out all the names of the winners from last week. And I don't know if the prizes are next to them or not, or whether it's a bit of a surprise for you. Anyway, $15.99. You get the ruler, you get the rotary cutter, and you get this. People are multi-buying. I'm not surprised. Stuart and John, I just love you both. Have a super morning together. I should be at the laptop. Best wishes from Lucy. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, Lucy.
He's moved, look, he's moved. 15. I don't know what's going on. $15.99. Keep going to today's end, but remember the price goes back up at midnight tonight. And your name will go in the hat for the prize. Right, now. Where's she messaged to? Oh, okay, so we've got a message from Becky, right? Now, have you seen Becky's Instagram? You know Becky that works here, right? Becky on floor, right? Have you seen her Instagram?
No.
Right, okay, so when she's here, right, she arrives like this. Big jumper,
Cardi.
Scarf, cardi, mask. Like this. Right? Her Instagram, like this. She wears... She does this, and she's got this. She was at a wedding this weekend. Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, I'm
I'm
going to check her out.
Oh, you have to. Well, when it said, because I follow her on Facebook as well, when it said she follows you or she wants to be your friend, if I looked away, oh, I don't know her. That's one of those girls that go, I'm looking for a husband. You know, you go, delete.
Have we met?
I know, nails, everything. And when she comes into work, she only has fake tan on her hands for some reason. When she goes out, it's all over. Oh, no. Anyway, her mum Trudels will be watching as well. Right, morning boys, what a super morning ahead. Two of the nicest, cheekiest men on my TV. Oh, Jill, I don't know what you're watching.
Us, cheeky?
Really? We're cheeky boys. We are... Oh, no, we can't sing. $15.99.
I'm allowed.
Why?
Because no one can recognise what I'm singing.
Oh, no,
apparently. Rude.
There's a small queue on the phone lines. Who is?
Oh, bless her.
Alf Trudels. Her mum messaged in the other day when Sarah was on. I didn't see any of the messages, so I read it out later, but I don't know if she was still watching. Right. Morning, Stuart. Love you from Blackpool.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering where my message was. Thank you.
Good morning, John Stewart. Enjoy your day, everyone, says Donna. June says, my dream team on today. Good morning. Spent a lovely day yesterday sewing with Lizzie Curtis. Oh, did you? Abigail, nearly 200 sewers using Stuart's lovely fabric, Julian Somerset.
They were. It looked like it was an amazing day. All looked like you had so much fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Which fabric range were they using then?
They were using Indigo Elements.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, made some beautiful bags.
Lucky
really
they could get
gorgeous.
some because it sold out in a
I
minute.
think Lizzie got ahead of the game, actually.
Okay, morning, John. Nice to see you both. The person in your ear is very loud and may be distracting for you. Have a good show. That's Kat. Yes, right. Good morning, Stuart and John, my two favourite presenters. Funniest double act since Laurel and Hardy. What could be better? Love from Kim. Thank you, Kim. Right, hang on, I've got more here. June says, my dream team said that. Ange says, morning, lovely boys. Helen says good morning, John and Stuart. Liz says morning from sunny Poland.
Oh.
Poland. Spending precious time with my beautiful grandchildren. Oh, Liz, you enjoy it.
Do you say, is it Dobry wieczór? Is that good morning in Polish? Dobry wieczór?
Get you.
I don't know. Well, I
it's
just
because
watched,
he's been
I
watching
watched Eurovision.
He thinks he's Katie Boyle. Do you remember Katie Boyle? She was so...
Oh, Katie Boyle was lovely.
Gorgeous.
She used to do the agony aunt, didn't she, in the TV Times?
Oh, did she?
I think so, or I might have just made that up.
I think you made that up.
I probably did.
Laurie says, morning, John and Stuart. Have a great day. Suzanne says, morning, John and Stuart. What a lovely surprise. I was not expecting you. On the menu. Shelley says, morning, John and crew, to two of my favourite men. Linda says, morning to you both. Oh, the same. Very popular today. How wonderful to have both you on together, Jane in Suffolk. Thank you, Jane. And we must move on because we'll get told off. Morning, gents. The medicine I need after... Oh, wow, traumatic... night
Shaz.
shift. Are you a nurse, Shaz? Are you a nurse? Do you think you're a nurse? Wasn't the rain bad last night?
Well, I was tucked up asleep in bed. I didn't really hear it, but it was pretty awful this morning.
Yeah, well, it woke me up. Woke me up. And then, of course, you know my cats never meow. Ghost has started doing this thing where he hides when I'm going to bed because I normally put them downstairs to sleep. So what's happened is I put them to bed. I think he's gone out. I lock up the downstairs, shut all the downstairs, go to bed, and then I get up in the morning. He's sitting outside my door waiting for me. So anyway, so last night I thought I'll let them have the whole house. I'll just shut my bedroom door. And one of them was meowing outside my door, and they've never meowed the whole time I've had them.
They found their voice. Millie spent years not meowing at all, and then she suddenly found a voice. I must just tell you, my friend Sal had a cat years ago called Cat, and this is what its meow sounded like. Hello, hello, and it used to sit outside my bedroom door when I stayed there, and I'd hear this voice going, hello.
You sure it wasn't?
What? Hello.
Morning to you, says Linda. Andy Lynn says, morning, John Stewart. Looking forward to the show, but I haven't to watch on my iPads. I'm just leaving for a long drive back home to Sunderland visiting my family.
Oh, safe journey.
Can we have you two on every day? You're absolute gems and brighten up our mornings. Malvern Quilts was brilliant. Sarah, that was Fiona. Sarah Jane says, morning, John and Stuart and crew, both looking handsome this morning. She's off to Specsavers later.
Speak for yourself. I think she's got very good vision.
Yes, there you go.
Excellent vision.
Hope Mrs H is on the mend, Stuart.
Oh, Mummy Hillard's coming home today. She's coming home, she's coming home. Name that song. Can't do it.
No. Good morning, young men. Well, I don't know what Morag's watching. Love it when you both are together. Can't wait to meet Stuart on Friday and Saturday.
Yes, Morag's coming to my talk and a workshop in Dumfries. I'm up in Scotland next weekend.
Lovely,
looking forward to seeing you too, Morag.
One more before we go on. Good morning to dynamic duo John and Stuart from Stuart. Right, let's do the menu. Coming up today, 8 o'clock, Tim Holtz, Count on Me Quilt with Stuart Hillard. Then at 9 o'clock, we've got the sewing room tools now. In that 9 o'clock hour, I've got the rose gold... it's not a Hoover, vacuum cleaner, the rose gold and the rose gold and then at 10 o'clock we've got Poppie Cotton Collection with Stuart Hillard. Then at 11 o'clock we've got fabric bundles. I've got fabric bundles. Now this 12 o'clock we've got Yarn Lane Style Craft with Stuart. I'm not doing the whole name because he's refusing to do the whole hour. He sat there this morning going, I am not doing the whole hour. I am not doing the whole hour. So it'll be Stuart will be doing we're not doing any knitting, we've just got lots and lots of kits to show.
We've got lots of lovely kits, we have.
Lovely. And we'll be catching some prices as well. Right, so we've got 3 ways to get in touch. You can set an email, studio@sewingstreet.com. You can message me on Facebook Live, which are the ones I've been shouting out. Good morning, John and Stuart. Love seeing you both together, says the other Jan. And then the third way is by going to the website, www.sewingstreet.com. Click on Watch the Show Live. And then you'll see the white box on the right-hand side. You can write your message in there, and they're the ones that come up on our bottoms later. Now, if you scroll down the page, you will see, there will be 2 columns in a minute. There'll be the column that says show deals. I know I keep saying show tunes. I think I'm Elaine Page. And then the one on the right is pre-order. This is everything for the next 5 hours, including Yarn Lane. So there's that gorgeous quilt that we're doing first.
Isn't that beautiful, John?
Beautiful. Tim Holtz. It's Tim Holtz. Sorry about the carpet. That's not in either of our houses. We just want you to know.
Was it an airport?
It's the office upstairs. I know. Then we've got, there you go, lint remover. Zzz, that's what that was. Yeah. Then we've also got the psh, psh, psh. And we've always got the
a cow.
I love that. I love that vacuum cleaner. I'm going to get Stuart to make as much mess as he possibly can in this house so I can hoover it up. Not hoover it up, vacuum it up. Poppy got fabrics, making a Dresden. Oh dear, I'm going already, look. There's the Dresden ruler. And there's bundles. Gorgeous bundles of fabric. If there's a saving, they're already on, so we're not crashing in that hour. And then, there's a kimono there.
Ooh.
Then we've got Starcraft. Knitting, knitting, knitting. Knitting, knitting, knitting. Knitting, knitting. It's patterns and bundles. Oh,
Lots of
did
lovely.
you just hear Carol then? Carol,
Lots
she
of
sounds like a
lovely
lorry
yarn.
driver, doesn't she? And there's the 680 because that's what Stuart's just about to use. Right. So
There's a lot of banyan coming from your end of the counter today.
if I get very excitable, it won't last. Here you go. Tim Holtz. We don't often have Tim Holtz kits like this. It's from Free Spirit. They've used the Tim Holtz fabric and they've designed a really gorgeous quilt for it. It's called Count on Me. It's
Count on me.
122 centimetres by 150 centimetres. Right, there are 7 fabrics, over 5 metres of fabric in there, and complete instructions. So, here we go.
Bang, bang, bang. Honestly,
go.
if
Oh,
I
I've
was
got no
your
page.
neighbour, I'd be rattling on your door.
I'm detached anyway.
Of course you are. From reality.
Yeah. Thank you. Stuart will be doing the rest of the 4.5 hours on his own now. Anyway, look, all your instructions are in there, but Stuart's going to show you how to make it anyway. And then, here's the fabric. Right, so look at this. Oh, now Tim Holtz fabric. You love Tim Holtz fabric. You love Tim Holtz.
Absolutely, yeah. He's such a fabulous designer, papercraft, of course, but also a fabric. And I've loved his designs from day one. This is using some of his eclectic elements fabrics. I love the fact that they are in those gorgeous kind of moody greys and taupes, tans. You've got those lovely kind of neutral shades, and they're very modern neutrals. They'd fit into a neutral interior beautifully, modern or traditional. And then you've got those really sort of eclectic designs in there, the times tables, maps, street signs, printing blocks. Just really, the butterflies in there are absolutely gorgeous as well. Love that particular design.
It's lovely because it's all aged and distressed already for you, isn't it?
It really is, aged and distressed. Aged
That could be us.
and distressed.
Aged
It
and
could be our stage names.
Yes.
Here they are, they're only on till Friday. It's aged and distressed.
And we can take it in turns. No, I'm always the aged one. Now, you do get 2 pieces of this fabric, right? One will be for your border.
Correct.
And one will be for your snowballs.
That's right. And let me just remind you, when you get your quilt kit home, make sure you put those 2 fabrics separate and you cut into the right one, because the border is actually a long piece so that you can get these side borders in one piece without
if you
joining.
cut that one out by accident, then you've messed
You'd have
up
to
your border.
join. You'd have to. I mean, you don't have to join, John.
Yeah.
But it's been designed so you don't have to.
Perfect. All right then. So that's the kit. $149.99. 10% of the stock is gone already. Split pay at $49.99. Okay, we're not stopping there. All through preps, right? I'm not dropping. I'm not crashing it. I'm not crashing it. Oh, blimey!
How low can you go?
£30 off. And look at the split pay now. Look at the split pay now. Everyone who's checked out already, you now pay the low price. That's it. That's it. It won't be any lower. That is your price. Yvette says, good morning all. It's sunny here, but even brighter with you 2 bundles of joy on this morning. Love you both. From Yvette in France.
Thank you,
Bonjour.
Yvette.
Ça va, Yvette? See, it's Eurovision Song Contest here, really, isn't
That
it?
was beautiful.
Thank you.
The
Apparently, when I
intonation.
did Interview the Vampire, I had to go to France to fit all the extras and I had a whole French crew, so we spoke in French the whole time. And they said I was the only person they knew who spoke French in a Yorkshire accent. And I've not even got a Yorkshire accent, have I? Anyway, Stuart's now going to take you through how to make this gorgeous quilt.
I'm still laughing about you speaking French with a Yorkshire accent.
Yeah. Go on
Now,
then.
gorgeous quilt this, isn't it?
Lovely.
Perfect size for an accent on a bed. You could put it over a sofa or an armchair. It's a gorgeous lap-sized quilt, absolutely beautiful. And I love the fact that it's gender neutral, or dare I say,
Gender-friendly.
masculine. It's gender friendly. It really is, and it's got that wonderful neutrality to it while still being really stylish. Now, I just want to point out how the quilt is constructed, because on first view it looks like it's an on-point set, doesn't it? All the blocks have been set kind of as diamonds.
I presume that.
This away in diagonal rows, but in actual fact it's a regular straight set quilt, and that's the thing I find most intriguing about this quilt. Where are the blocks?
Yeah.
Because what we can see very clearly is a big square here, big square here, and a big square here, except they're not. Okay, the block, one block is here. This is one block. It's a snowball block, and then our second block is here. I'm going to show you how to make both. Now, this is a real simple piecing, John. Simple snowball blocks, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, couple of borders.
Come.
The key is to be organised from the get-go.
Right, yeah.
So you've got your fabrics. Now, the deputy worked very hard on this. Thank you to the deputy, Joan. Step one is to label all your fabrics, because where in another kit you might have the blue, the pink, the red and the yellow, these are all neutral shades.
Yeah.
So you want to label everything with post-it notes, pin them on so that you know which is which. Now then, we're going to start by making a snowball block. Now in the actual quilt you've got two different variations of the snowball block. I'm going to make a little bit of room here. So you've got one snowball block which looks like this.
Right.
Okay, and it's called a snowball because essentially it's supposed to look like a round snowball. It's a great alternate block.
Right.
So we've got one with this background and using the times tables, and then we've got another one which uses the street signs and the butterfly fabric. So this is how we're going to make our snowball block. You've got your large square and then you've got four smaller squares. We're going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner on each of the light squares, and then I'm going to grab some pins and pin these squares to the background block. Now, of course, you can make snowball blocks by cutting out an octagonal template and triangles and sewing them together, but this is an easy...
I was going to say this is much easier because you're more stable, aren't you?
Absolutely. You're not working with bias edges here. This is nice and easy. If you've never made a quilt before, or you've never made a quilt like this before, start with the snowball blocks. Cut your teeth on them. Now you'll notice that as I put these squares on, I'm positioning them so that the diagonal line sort of cuts across the corner.
Right.
Okay. Really important that you position your diagonal lines like that, because that's going to create the snowball block. Now we're going to sew on each of the lines. So again, this is really beginner friendly, John.
Yeah.
And also if you've done a little bit of piecing and you want to do something which has got that fabulous sort of illusion effect of a two-block quilt, which this really does epitomise. It's gorgeous. This is a great quilt to start with. Now I've got my sewing machine set on a straight stitch. Now I'm going to use the regular stitch, but I'm just going to reduce the stitch length down to 1.8. I like to use a 1.8 for piecing patchwork. Okay. And I'm going to sew on the line.
Rightio. Also, this is, even though you're doing bias, because you've got the stability of the square behind and the square that you haven't cut on the top, it's not like sewing a bias seam, is it?
No, because at the moment the fabric isn't cut, so it's completely stable and really easy actually to sew. Now just make sure as you're sewing that you're sewing on the line, or even the width of your needle towards the corner that you're going to press to, just to give yourself the tiniest little bit of wiggle room.
Morning, John Stuart. Charlie, Ben and Kat. Right, hang on. What? No Ben today. It's Michael today. I've missed you all. So nice to be back. Hi, Stuart. How's your mum? Says Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, thanks. She's doing great. She's coming home from hospital today.
Helen says, I love you, double act. Please can we see you more often together? Carol says, good morning. Jan Hill. She's awake, everyone. Morning, gorgeous boys. Perfect comic duo. Someone on Facebook likened you to Hinge and Bracket. Which of you will be doing the noisy glassing cleaning?
Well, that'll be you, won't it?
And then now Julie. Julie says, morning, John and Stuart. Isn't Stuart organised? I think you'll find it's Deputy
Joan is very organised, yes. Thank you for noticing, yeah. The deputy really does keep me...
Oh, has Kat messed around with the iron?
No, it's fine, it's all right, I got it now.
Yeah.
She really does keep me in line. Now then, I've sewn on all the diagonals, okay?
Right.
And the next thing that I'm going to do is set my seams by just gently, a bit of steam over the top, okay? What that does... Setting the seam will sort of shrink back the stitching just a little, helps it bed into the fabric. You get a better finish. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my fingernails. Okay, I'm a real fan of finger pressing. So I'm going to push that corner square back and I'm going to iron back, if you like, with my fingernails, and I'm creasing the fabric right back to the stitching line. And what I'm looking for here, you may have seen this corner square method before, where straight after the sewing the corner gets cut off and then the corner gets pressed out. Now I always press out first because this is my check. I've got fabric underneath. If my triangle matches that corner, that original corner perfectly, I start with a 6.5 inch square, I finish with a 6.5 inch square. If I've already cut that off and then pressed this out, I've no idea whether my block is square and true.
No, of course not, no.
And of course, if it isn't square and true, I can unpick my stitching, I can have another go, I haven't got to recut anything.
No.
So that is my sort of top takeaway at this point. Okay, so once you've done that, you can go in there then with your iron, you can press those triangles back, nice and neat, as flat as a pancake. And once you've done that, I would recommend grabbing a pair of scissors for this job, and then you're going to trim away the corner triangles. Now,
why do you use scissors rather than a rotary cutter?
Because it's quicker,
okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
By the time you've folded back and then lifted a ruler up and down, and it's actually a lot quicker just to do it with scissors. And we don't need any particular accuracy in that seam allowance. About 1/4 inch. If you're doing really small units, I'd cut it back to less than 1/4 inch to reduce bulk. Now, if those little corners, it would bother you to throw them away, run them through the sewing machine at this point, chuck them in a little box of half square triangles, and at some point in the future trim them all to the same size and make yourself a little bonus quilt or a cushion.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my snowball block all made, completely accurate, easy peasy. Okay, and now I've got my 2 different versions, so I'm going to make a bunch of those and a bunch of those. All right.
Yeah.
So that's my block A.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
You can count with 12 of those.
Yep. So you're going to have 12 of the dark centre, and then you're going to have 6 of the lighter.
Yep.
Yep.
Lovely, yeah.
Cool, isn't it?
Doesn't it? I know, because Kat's saying it was very different when you got the numbers and the writing.
Yeah.
And you had the ones with the right numbers are the ones that jump out at you, aren't they?
They do. But I just love the fact with this quilt, this is what I would call a low volume quilt.
What does that mean?
Well, so some quilts are loud and shout at you. They're high contrast. You know, it's that sort of energetic, lively piece of music. This is that quiet, soft, gentle, where the pattern actually reveals itself to you quite slowly and quietly. It begs closer inspection to see how it's pieced. You see these gorgeous little stars. You can see this little 1/4 square triangle star, and the fact that the whole piece is all kind of interlocked together, it's almost like a tile pattern, isn't it, from a Venetian palace.
Oh, fabulous.
I've never been to Venice, but you know, I imagine. Okay.
A message from Carol. Morning, John Stuart. Really looking forward to spending the morning with you. Very different but fabulous quilt, says Carol in Somerset. Morning, Stuart. Looking forward to your bag workshop in the Dumfries. Can't wait, from Tajar. Morning, John too. Oh, thank you, Tajar.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm really looking forward to going up to Scotland. It's been ages since I've been to Scotland, and I'm going to be there this weekend doing that. And then I'm also doing a retreat in Stirling.
Are you?
Yeah, next month. So I'm looking forward to that too.
Oh, very nice. Are you staying in a spa hotel or something?
No, it's actually at Stirling University.
Oh, okay.
I went a few years ago. I nearly went to Stirling University, actually.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, it's a fabulous, and we have such a fun weekend as well.
Oh, lovely.
Really good fun.
Carol says, morning, John Stuart. Fabulous show this morning. Can I ask, I've always wondered what happens to all the demonstrations, made quilts and clothes. Right. Well, some of them come directly. This one, for example, when they come in a box like that, we haven't made the sample. They belong to Free Spirit. So they go back to Free Spirit. If the, the designers made them using our fabric, then we have them in a sample room here, and they all stay. And then sometimes they become gifts, not gifts, prizes and things like that. And other times they're hanging on the wall upstairs. Right.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is make some half square triangles. Okay. So again, nice, easy, basic patchwork. But what this design really relies on is accuracy and beautiful piecing.
Right.
So what I would say, and this should excite and delight us, accurate piecing, because once you've got the basics, the real pleasure, I think, comes from then getting beautiful accuracy, beautiful precision in your piecing. Because basically most quilts are made from the same unit.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah.
So again, this is low volume. So often where we make half square triangles, we've got a red and a white.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas these are really quite similar fabrics. It's a subtle pattern. We're going to put these right sides together, and then I'm going to mark up the diagonal. In fact, I'm not going to mark off the diagonal. I'm going to cut it down the middle. I'm going to cut it down the middle. So often we mark down the middle.
Oh, you're not marking down the middle?
No, I'm not going to mark down the middle. I'm actually going to cut straight through the middle.
Oh.
I'm going old school, John.
Yeah.
I'm going old school. Now, I started to piece half square triangles and quarter square triangles like most people did, which was two sides together, sew either side of a line and then cut.
Yeah.
But when I started to use AccuQuilt and die cut my fabrics, they're all cut as individual triangles. And my first thought was, oh, I don't fancy that. Bias edges, you know, that scares me. But actually, it allows a lot more versatility, especially if you're a scrap quilter like I enjoy, or you're doing a design, say for example, the quarter square triangles in this quilt. They're not the same two fabrics. It's 4 different fabrics in every single one.
Yeah.
It's much easier to cut triangles, position them, and then sew them together. Nothing to panic about.
That's a bit like when I did my Ukrainian flag just recently, my heart. I used my Gemini cutter to cut all the half square triangles. So I was just sewing triangles to make the half square triangles together, yeah.
Exactly right, right.
Good morning to the dynamic duo. Been out early to drop Lado and Ladess for train to London.
Very nice.
Now quiet time to watch gorgeous quilt, says Carolyn. Thank you.
Isn't it lovely?
You bought it yet, Carolyn?
Now, did you notice what I did when I laid these down and cut them? I laid them right sides together in the order I want to piece them, and then I cut the diagonal.
Yeah.
I don't need to handle those triangles now, John. This is all about minimising handling. So I'm going to grab one of my half square triangles that I cut off, and I'm going to use this as a leader.
Right.
So I'm going to stitch through, and then I'm going to grab my first pair of triangles. And, oops, I want a 1/4 of an inch stitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got that lined up. I've lined up the edge of my foot with the edge of my fabric, and I'm going to sew straight across. Now when you're sewing, when you've already cut the fabric and you've got that bias edge, that is your straight edge, the trick is don't pull on the tip as you're sewing. It's very tempting to sort of hold it back as you're sewing to keep it flat, but just allow your feed dogs, your finger is there literally just to keep it on the straight and narrow path, which I know is the hardest one to tread.
Jan says when you do it like that, it means you can use your 1/4 inch foot because it's got that guard down the side.
That's exactly right, Jan, you're absolutely right. Your job here is literally just to keep those edges against the edge of your foot. Okay, so I've sewn those two half square triangles together. I've also got my leader that I'm just going to snip off.
Are you designing a Monopoly board game, Stuart? It says here, Pat says, Stuart, have you designed the Monopoly board game quilt yet? I'm waiting to buy it.
Oh, bless you, no. I'm still thinking about that one. We talked about, who's that message from?
Pat.
From Pat, yeah, we talked about that. It's a great idea. I love the idea of maybe things like Snakes and Ladders, Ludo.
Oh, yes.
Anything like that, but done as a quilt. It's a really fun idea, isn't it? So I'm just setting my seam.
Lovely gentleman, one day please give us a tutorial on the quilting, not just the construction. Give hits and tips. Quilting on a domestic machine.
Yeah.
Now, what name is that? Liz? I'll get Stuart to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I love machine quilting. I love machine quilting.
But no, because once on the domestic machine.
Domestic sewing machine, yeah. I spent years, John, probably 10 years teaching my workshop, which was called Machine Quilting for the Terrified.
Oh.
And so what I'm doing here is just, again, using my fingernails to crease those triangles back. Once that's done, I'm going to then give them a press. And you do want to press, don't iron.
Right.
Okay, so just making sure that everything's really nice and flat. Okay, all done. So half square triangles are constructed. I'm going to nip off the dog ears at this point. Again, scissors much faster than a rotary cutter.
Yeah.
Now, what we've done here, in the instructions, you can cut 2 7/8 squares and then cut them down to make your squares. But what I've done this time is, this is an option, is to cut 3-inch squares. So I've actually cut them 1/8 of an inch bigger.
Right.
Or Deputy Joan cut them 1/8 of an inch bigger. And then what I'm going to do is trim them to size, okay? Because try as we might, it's really difficult to get beautiful square accuracy every time. So what I've done here is I've lined up my ruler, I've lined the 45-degree angle with the piecing line. That is absolutely crucial that you do that first and foremost. And then I've got a tiny little bit to trim. If you've a rotating cutting mat, that is when it absolutely earns its keep. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just trim. Okay.
Oh, it's in the next hour, is it?
Oh, so I'm just, whoops.
Oops.
It's high, this table, isn't it? It's too high for most of us. So I'm just trimming down now 2.5 inches.
He's half on and half off his pads. That's why.
There we go. There we go. That's it. Perfect. So I'm just trimming that down now. And you can see it's just little threads.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, am I throwing that on the floor or on the table?
No.
You want, yeah, do I throw it on the table?
Yeah, please.
That didn't really work, did it?
No, it didn't. It's for the next hour anyway.
There we go. So you just trim your half square triangles down, and then you'll get that sort of beautiful accuracy. Just make sure when you're trimming that you don't take off too much from one side, so you don't have enough to trim the other side. You want to kind of trim a tiny little bit off all 4 sides, really, if you can, just to get a beautiful, accurate finish. So there we go, some more bits for you.
Thank you.
I never thought anybody would be grateful for me throwing bits of fabric on the floor, but today's the day. This is my moment at last. Okay, so there are our half square triangles, and our half square triangles actually form part of our block. Let me show you our block B. So this is our block B, and you can see here we've got half square triangles in the corners, and then we've got quarter square triangles in the remaining 4 positions. You can see that little star, And you can see then how when you piece the quilt together, I'm just going to grab my snowball block. When this block here, my snowball, and this block come together, and you lose that 1/4 inch seam allowance, what you end up there then with is this large square set on point. It's really clever. But of course, in order to get that illusion, you need to match up your points very carefully.
Yeah, of course.
So it's all about accurate cutting, accurate piecing. Enjoy every process. But I'll show you how to do the 1/4 square triangles next.
I think it's so interesting to use hard urban fabric designs for soft furnishing and quilts. Love to see the two of you together from Katie Merseyside. Thank you, Kate.
I think that's a brilliant observation.
Yes.
It is that juxtaposition, isn't it? Sorry, love, it's gone on the floor. It's that juxtaposition of those hard industrial fabrics. Could you come back to my studio and do that? Ooh.
Why is it a mess in your studio?
Of course it is. I can be creative or I can be tidy.
Okay.
I can't do both together. No, definitely not.
Oh, I thought that was fabric. It's a paint splodge. Oh, another message. Morning. What's the email to send a picture of my quilt? I've just finished the Jubilee. Janet, it is studio@sewingstreet.com. Studio@sewingstreet.com. Right, so nearly half the stock's gone. Nearly half the stock has gone now.
Now then, 1/4 square triangles.
Right.
So on your pattern, what you will see, okay, first and foremost is that all of the fabrics have been given a letter. All right?
Yeah.
Just move that over slightly. All your fabrics have been given a letter. A, B, C, D, E, F and G, and then those fabrics have been given colours, so that then when you go to the sort of schematic for how you're putting blocks together, you've actually got the colours as well as the letters. So I think it's really helpful depending on how you like to learn. However, if it would be helpful to you, mock up a block.
Yes.
Cut out the bits of fabric and actually stick them to a piece of paper with a glue stick, so that you've got a physical block in front of you that you're not going to accidentally sew together as well.
Of course.
Just lay it all out and then use that as a model. I do that all the time. It really helps me to not make mistakes. Okay, so then what you're going to do is cut out your squares, and then once you've cut out squares, you'll subcut them into 1/4 square triangles, which is what I've got right here. Okay, now obviously these ones are bagged up. What I would actually recommend most definitely is that you cut a few blocks, cut them into triangles, just a few at a time, piece them together and then continue cutting.
Oh, okay.
I'm not one, actually, John, for cutting out a whole quilt at the start.
Yeah.
Because I think it's quite easy then to start losing your place or losing bits of fabric, and then you think you haven't got enough to cut out the quilt, and so on and so forth. And then I turn, to my stash and try and substitute, and it's really not necessary. You've got all the fabric that you need. These have got a little bit creased up as well, which again, not great.
That quilt is so clever, and Stuart makes it seem so achievable. It's really challenging my spending
mojo?
Moratorium. What's that? Not going to spend.
Not going to spend.
Not going to spend. You two together are brilliant from Kath. Thank you, Kath, my love.
Like an
I've learned something
amnesty
new from you. Mora, what's it called?
A moratorium.
Ooh.
Isn't language wonderful?
Isn't it?
I'm guessing that's from Latin.
Oh, is it?
Did you do Latin at school?
No, I'm not that old.
I did Latin at school.
Oh, did you?
I did. I did O-level.
My sister-in-law Julie did as well. Yeah, it was.
Backtrack quickly.
No. She's older than you as well. But she, it wasn't even. It was compulsory. They had to. It wasn't a choice.
Yeah. Ours was bizarrely at my school. If you were in top set for maths, you automatically got put into the Latin class, and you missed a double period of maths each week to do Latin instead. So you were deemed good enough at maths that you could miss 2 hours to do Latin instead. But I loved it. It's such a beautiful language.
Yeah, we just didn't do it at our school, no.
I love it. Right, so what I'm doing here now, I've just laid out some squares ready for sewing together into quarter square triangles, and we've basically got 2 different configurations. Okay, they only vary actually by 1 fabric, and it's this one right here.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why, we've got some that have that, and then we've got some that look like this. Okay. So all the other fabrics are exactly the same. It's just that one fabric that's different.
And it doesn't matter which direction your writing's going in. These are
not to me, John.
No.
Not to me.
I was just looking at the quilt, so they've got them going in all different directions.
Oh yeah. I mean, if that's something that matters to you, then this is another reason why cutting triangles and piecing triangles together is a better idea, because you decide which way round they go. So what you've got to remember here is that some of these are going to fit against this snowball block, so that will fit together there.
Yeah.
And then some of them will fit together against this snowball block, and those will fit to those. So this is why we've got that one difference between the two.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come to sew these together, it's exactly the same principle as sewing the half square triangles together. So I like to split them up into 2, and then we're going to flip right sides together. Now I think it's a really good idea to take that straight to the sewing machine and sew it. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't put a pile together and then try and chain piece.
Right. Oh, so do them all individually?
Do them individually. And I know that might seem like, oh gosh, that's quite a lot of to-ing and fro-ing. But if you do it this way, you won't make mistakes. Or it's less likely that you'll make mistakes.
Okay.
Otherwise, you could end up with a pile, sew the wrong side of the triangles together, and then have to unpick 40 instead of 1.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm always pressing my seam allowance towards this little sort of diamond pattern here. That means then that when I sew these together, my seam allowances are in opposition. So I've finger pressed those seams back, okay, and then I'm just going to pop right sides together, match up that corner, not the corner, sorry, the centre.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sew straight across to join those quarter square triangles together.
Isn't it like having 2 old grannies in our earpiece today?
It really
Everything
is.
you say, Kat goes, oh yeah, yeah. And Charlie's just going, I know you do, but it's the 2 of you reacting on everything Stuart says. You both go, but Kat's like 1 step ahead. So like Stuart's about to say, I always cut it like this. Kat goes, I cut it like this. And she's like one step ahead of the expert.
And what you're looking for when you've sewn these together is that you want that centre cross to match up beautifully, and you want your corners to match up beautifully as well.
Lovely.
Now when you come to press these quarter square triangles, I would recommend that you open up that back seam rather than pressing to one side, because in the centre there you've got rather a lot of fabrics all coming together in the same position, and that could create a little bulky hillock. So I'm just pressing that open, and again it's that pressing action, okay, that's going to create lovely neat flat patchwork. Okay, so once that's done, then I'm just going to go around with my scissors and trim off all of the dog ears, and again I'm just going to casually toss them onto your table. There we go.
Nearly half the stock's gone.
You ready, John?
Oh yes, thank you.
I love this. I love this.
She says, morning John and Stuart, you two together is a fabulous start to the day, both wearing fabulous shirts as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I chose mine specially.
Me too.
Yeah, well you tone, so you're going to change it for the next hour?
I wanted to tune with that theme. No, I'm not.
Oh.
No. Oh. I can only team with 1 theme per day. I think to expect any more, John, is just too much. It's too extra. I'm just going to make the other little unit while I'm here.
Yeah.
And again, you know, just one at a time, slow and steady. And I know that there are lots of fast piecing methods and all this, but you know, ultimately we're doing this because we enjoy sewing, we enjoy the process. So I'm never sort of rushing through any of this.
Yeah.
Because actually, you know, this takes as long as it takes.
Yes, exactly.
And if you enjoy every process, the pressing, the cutting, the precision, the pinning, you'll end up with a much more satisfying result.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop those last two together and again match up the centre, and I like to sort of do like John Travolta and feel my way. So rather than trying to push a pin, you better shape up, you know?
Yeah, I got that.
It's just, it was that totally like bemused look on your face.
It was the notes, all the right notes in the wrong order.
So rude. I've got quite a nice voice, but perhaps that's just me.
Yeah.
It sounds all right in my head. But no, when I'm matching up points where I've pressed the seam allowance each way, rather than trying to pin or anything like that, I just feel it and I let it naturally find its position, and then it should just kind of lock together and hold. That's the principle.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's not the end of the world if you have to unpick a seam. You know what I mean? I always say that my brother is a consultant surgeon, right? He can't go, oh, I've stitched that up wrong, I'll just redo it, can he? But we can. We can get our quick unpick and just unpick it.
I'd love to think that there was a surgical equivalent of the quick unpick.
Oh, I'm sure there must be.
Gosh, I don't know. So I'm just opening that up now, and again I'm using my fingernail to push those open. If you just go straight in with an iron, it'll end up all wobbly and here, there and everywhere, whereas doing it with your fingernail first, see, as soon as you add heat to fabric, you're kind of really committing. You're telling that fabric which way to go, and it's going to stay that way even if you try and push it a different way. If you're going with your fingernails first, there's sort of, you can recover from that. So again, I'll just trim off my dog ears. Used to work with a presenter who used to call them dog ends, which is different. Do you want those?
Yeah.
Can't I just casually throw them?
No.
No.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Right. Those are made. Let me just grab my block.
Yeah.
And then essentially then you will have a little centre square. Oh, Deputy Joan, she's done me proud, isn't she?
Hasn't she just?
Little post-its.
Aww.
2.5 inch square for the centre of the block. Oh.
We should be watching.
Of course, of course.
Deputy Joan, you're a marvel.
She is a marvel.
What have you lost now?
I don't know what I'd do without her. I was just going to have a little look at the block. Where did I put the block? Oh, it's there.
Right in front of you. That
blended with all the fabrics, you see. It's disappeared. So what I'm going to do now, what you would do is you would create a row, okay? But I would need another. In fact, I tell you what, I'm going to quickly. I've got enough time, haven't I, to sew one more quarter square unit, another one like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying that. I don't think I've got the right fabrics cut.
Oh,
no, it's fine. I won't. So I'm not going to do it now.
Joan.
Not doing it now.
Yeah.
So when you sew them together, this is what you're looking for. When you have got a pieced unit and a cut unit, and you put them together and they're the same size. This is like the holy grail of patchwork. Okay. So often it will have happened to you, it's happened to me lots of times, that you've pieced a unit and then it doesn't fit with the cut.
Yeah.
And that's when everything starts to slightly unravel. If you dial it back a bit, and the problem is that often when you get to the point of trying to put the units together, you've done what the pattern said, which is to make 250 of these and 60 of those or whatever, and then you've got them all, and then you try putting the first one together and it doesn't fit because your seam allowance was slightly out. And this is why I always say, please cut and sew one block in its entirety before you do any
Yeah.
other cutting. But I even do it, you know, because on a different day.
Also, not all patterns are infallible.
No, they're
Do you know
not.
what I mean? You'll have, Deputy Joan will have noticed if there's anything wrong with this one, but sometimes, like yesterday, or was it the day before, we had one of the instructions in the pattern was slightly wrong, and Emma Bradford, it was on Saturday, was it Emma Bradford, and she said, oh, you have to change this. Now, if you've cut them all, if you just go,
Right.
oh, I've got to cut all those out, all those out, all those out,
Yeah.
and then you get to this stage, and it's wrong.
That's right.
So it is always best to do one at a time, yeah?
It really
or
is.
do the first one to make sure it actually works. Then if you like cutting everything out altogether, you can do, but at least you know
That's
it's
right.
going to go together.
But what's more likely, being realistic and
Yeah.
truthful, is that our seam allowance is more likely to be just that little bit too generous
Yeah.
or that little bit too small, so that our units don't fit together. But what we should have, if everything's right, is that when you place a cut unit and you lay your pieced unit on top of it, it fits perfectly. So if that hasn't happened on that first one, have another look. What do you need to change? Is it your cutting? Is it your piecing? Okay, so then what I'm going to do here is sew that unit, and it's that little cream.
Make your mind up.
No. Okay, so right sides together, and I'm going to lay that down again, 1/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure that you keep all of your seam allowances together and cut your thread, and then again set your seam every time, every unit, set the seam.
But if, as a dressmaker, I press after every single line of stitching, so that to me comes as natural.
Just comes naturally. I'm going to push the seam allowance towards that centre block, and then I'm going to press it again. And what you should be able to see when you've done that is that right here and here, you'll have a 1/4 inch clearance on either side, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, which when you sew your next seam across here will just clip that corner, and so you retain those lovely sharp points and everything will go together beautifully.
Brilliant.
So just take your time.
Lulu says, morning John Stuart, fabulous demo Stuart, you explain everything so well.
Thank you very much.
Which you do.
Thank you. It's just slow and steady.
Yeah. That could be a stage name.
Yes, it could. Aged and decrepit, was it?
Not decrepit, distressed.
Distressed.
Hang on, Cat's wittering on about something. Why?
Do it.
Why?
Do it.
Why?
Do it. Do it.
Go on then.
Do it. Do it.
Have you seen how much she's taking it to?
Yes!
Okay, it's supposed to be $149.99.
Yes!
It's supposed to be $149.99. She's taken 50.
We are democratising quilting.
And look at your split pay. Look at your split pay. We can't even find this one anywhere else online. So I've got nowhere, we don't know, we've got no price comparison, anything. So that's Cat's excuse. You do realise everyone's in today, don't you, Cat? $99.99. They won't be in yet. What do you mean they'll be in meetings? They won't be in yet. $99.99. Now, don't worry if you want, because half the stock's gone already, right? Don't worry if you've already checked out, because we don't take the money from you till midnight. So you all pay $99.99 or $33.33. Right, loads is coming in now. Loads are coming in. I'm not surprised.
It's fab, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what's so lovely about this quilt is you could absolutely, I'd make that as a baby quilt, because don't forget, of course, newborn babies only see black and white neutrals.
Exactly.
So that's gorgeous. A lot of nurseries now are grey, silver, tan, creams, those neutral shades. But also, what a fantastic throw for a sofa, for a chair.
I'm seeing it over a leather, what's those ones with all the buttons in, that little Paul's got, Chesterfield. You know, Chesterfield sofa like that.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. You could also have it thrown across the back of a sofa. Great lap quilt. Really gorgeous, really gorgeous.
And
quilt.
also, if somebody's got a boy's going, I know we're gender friendly here, but some boys don't want flowers and pins like we do. You know what I mean? If you've got a boy going off to university and you want to send him off with something, that'd be a brilliant one, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant one for his college room or whatever.
It is. It's a really cool quilt, isn't it? I mean, it's a fabulous set of fabrics. It's also a really cool design. You've got those secondary patterns that appear. It took me such a long time, John, to work out how this quilt was made just by looking at it. I had the quilt before I had the pattern, and it took me an absolute age, because I was convinced it was set on point.
Yes. What throws us is that little bit there,
it
isn't
really
it?
is.
That's the bit that's so clever and just throws us to think that it's on point.
Yeah. Now, quilting wise, let's give you some tips on how you could quilt this.
Yeah,
now this quilt has been quilted with an all over what we call vermicelli or meander quilting. So it's this kind of wiggly line that goes all over the surface, never kind of crosses itself. That looks great. Works really well because you've got lots of very precise and very geometric piecing, very angular, very industrial. So we're adding a nice kind of soft fluidity in the quilting.
Yeah.
But you could also pop on your walking foot, and I would actually quilt like tram lines, and I would do two lines quite close together, maybe half an inch apart, running through the centre, and then running through the other diagonal tram lines going through, and then I would put one single line that would run through here and through here.
Nice.
So really emphasize that diagonal set. I would take that out to the border. You could actually take those lines into the first border.
Yeah, but not the second. You wouldn't take them to the second
I'd leave the second border out, and then I would quilt that individually.
Right.
Okay. And I think in this case, I'd be inclined to just quilt straight lines, like piano key lines, straight up. So what you would do for a continuous line, you're going to quilt down in the ditch and up into your excess batting, then just stitch across your batting. Down,
of course the binding's
up, across, down. So you could go all the way. Now, just one last thing. This quilt, the border on it has got mitered corners. Okay, you can do them straight if you prefer. There's no need to do them as mitered corners, but I will try my level best in the next hour to show you how to do mitered borders, because there isn't time now.
Brilliant. Messages. Carol, I've been using Stuart's tip to use my nail on the seams on the project I'm doing now, and it's working a treat, from Carol in Somerset.
Awesome.
Message from Carol Lynn. Oh, well, that's it. Just had to buy it. We'll make for Lado and Ladess's bottom drawer.
Gorgeous.
Oh, you got two? Did you buy two? How much does something have to be to qualify for split pay? Well, it's meant to be $99.99 here, right? But it wouldn't be on it wouldn't be on three-way. It was on three-way because it was on $149.99. So you can get three-way split pay, $33.33. But then we do native light on split pay, and I've got to check for Margaret. Margaret messaged me last night about the lamp. I must look in a minute. Got some pictures before we go for a break. Oh my word. A morning, John and Stuart. This is the door curtain I made from the Hexie trim tool I got from Sewing Street. Enjoying the show as always from Gillian in Norfolk. Oh, that's amazing.
Really cool. Love that.
Oh, look. I made this quilt to raffle in aid of our local children's hospice. Oh, I think people are so brilliant when they do things like that.
Isn't it?
In celebration of the Jubilee, I've pieced the machine quilted. My husband thought he had lost me in the sewing room. Hope to raise lots of money. Best wishes you both this morning. Enjoying Stuart's great tips from Janet from a very wet Cornwall. As you see, yesterday was a beautiful day. Oh, ours was the day before was a beautiful day. That is a gorgeous quilt. I hope you raise loads and loads and loads of money from that. How fantastic. Oh, more. Such a good show for a dismal day. Recognise the fabric, Stuart?
I certainly do. That's one of my very first ranges of fabric called Rainbow Etchings.
Oh.
All of the fabrics had kind of, they were all, it was like a bright rainbow, 16 different colours.
And they were
all kind of weather, like sun, rain, clouds.
So long ago, you can't remember.
I know. Well, it's like having a really big family. You forget your kids' names. Don't you?
Who? Who are you? And the last one. Oh, look!
Oh, Max, well done. Look at that.
Hi,
That's
John.
awesome.
Here's a picture of my first knitted sock. I'm halfway through knitting the second one.
Max,
Aww. What size feet have you got, Max?
You've climbed a mountain, Max. You really have climbed a mountain. And also, you have done something which a lot of sock knitters really struggle with, which is starting and finishing that second sock. So many sock knitters do the first one and then stop. That's awesome. Max, please, can we have a picture when they're finished?
On. We want to see them on.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. How many quilts left? There's only 15 of the quilts left and 10 in baskets. Do you want to have a look at it one last time? There it is. Please make sure you check out on that one. It shouldn't have gone to $99.99. $119 was our final price, but Kat's taken it to $99.99. And you got it on split pay as well. And we sent it out to you after your first split pay, and we don't charge you any interest. Right, don't go anywhere. I'm going to have a hot drink, and then I've got and lots of other things. I'll see you in 4 from now.
Hello everyone, I'm Delphine Brooks. I've been part of the Sewing Street family now for over a year, and it's been the most incredible journey so far. Some of you may already know that I like all things sewing, anything from quilting to toy making, needle felting, and of course applique, which is my favourite. The best thing about being part of the show is being able to share with you my imagination and bringing you new ideas and new designs and patterns, and seeing how you interpret those designs and make your own work, and then sharing your images of those is the most rewarding part for me. I'm currently working on lots of new ideas and exciting projects that I cannot wait to bring to the show and share with you all. But in the meantime, take care everyone and happy sewing.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters. Never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers, and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters, and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Sewing Street have our very own app. You can now watch and shop from anywhere. Simply download the app from your app store onto your smartphone or tablet, then log in or create an account, and you're done. You can watch us live from anywhere, browse all our recently played items and pre-orders so you never miss out on any show deals, and message the studio to say hello at any time. And remember, you can check out as many times as you want and only pay 1 P&P all day. Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
If you're a Sewing Street or Yarn Lane customer, no matter how many times you check out in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. So don't wait to add the item you want to your basket and check out. You will only pay one P&P even if you check out multiple times in one day. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 73 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in to our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 till 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So, you never have to spend a minute without us. Right, slides, Charlie. Yeah, I don't care. There you go. Everybody who buys something today, your name will go into a virtual bucket, and one person's name will be pulled out of said bucket, and you will win 13 tuna pink fat quarters. Oh, where are we going, upstairs? Upstairs, okay. 13 I love this bundle. Beautiful, isn't it? One of you will win that. Now, when are we going to do? What time is it? Are we going to do it at the end of this hour? Because we can't take any of Stuart's hour, can we? At the end of this hour, I will read out or show you a slide. Now, what day have we gone up to? In your own time, Charlie. So yesterday. So it does go up to yesterday, right? So I'm doing Monday the 9th through to Sunday the 15th. Oh. Anyway, I can see them, but I'm not showing you yet. Right. Okay, let's get this ready. Let's get this ready. Now, I did show this the other day. Not this. But quite a few went. Was only yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, it was the day before. What did I do yesterday then? Anyway, this. Now, I'm going to show you the one in the box for... Oh, no, I think we found the bottom bit. Found the bottom bit. So where was it? You see, Hannah said, no, it's definitely not here. It's definitely not here. Right, doesn't this look gorgeous, right? This is a lint remover, a posh, limited edition lint remover. Now, no, you don't get that. You charge it up on a USB stick. No, not stick. What's that called? USB. Plug, USB plug. Not a stick, a plug, right? And you charge it up like that. Now, you can't use it while it's charged up. Right, and while it's plugged in, right? So you get that, and you get a little brush. Now, we lost the little brush yesterday, and I seem to have lost it. No, Kat found it. I'm back. I'll show you in the box. It comes with a little brush as well. Anyway, here it is, right? So what it has, you take this off. You take that off. That's the kind of just to keep it. Look at this. It's really gorgeous. Big area of de-linting, defuzzing. That's your on-off button. Listen. Oh, right. Now, Kat's brought in Now, Amanda did email me in the middle of the night saying, did you remember, so I hope I haven't woken you up, did you remember? It did wake me up, and I had remembered. So anyway, thank you anyway. Right, we ready? Now, we've not practiced this. Can you hear it? You can blooming well see it. Cat, is this yours or your boyfriend's? Look at the fluff coming off there. It's incredible, isn't it? I mean, I'm obviously just skimming around. It's under the arms. When we did it last time with Hayley, it was under the arms of Hayley's jumper and everything. It's gorgeous, isn't it, right? So the thing is, your jumper isn't in any danger whatsoever because everything's encased in there. Right, shall we open that and see what... Now, obviously, I've only done a tiny, tiny bit. Are we ready? Oh, satisfying, isn't it? Look. Well, no. Who was it? Who was it brought one in? Oh, was it Becky brought one in? Look at that. Oh, that's good, because I've got rubbish to do a vacuum cleaner in a minute. Now, that's just from me, sorry. That's just from me for a couple of seconds. It was clean beforehand. We can go again on a different jumper if you like. Oh, this one's not that bobbly though, Kat. We'll have a go with it. Oh. So how much is that? Hang on. $17.99. Limited edition from Beldray. Yeah, but you can see the bobbles disappearing as you're doing it. Could do with a wash, this one. What, around the edges? Look at that. That's amazing. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can definitely see a difference in the actual quality of the garment now. Oh, you see, I'd get carried. I haven't got any. Yeah. I'm sorry, I will stop in a minute. Before you pack your jumpers away for the summer, give them all a good defluff. Right. Stuart can't believe I've got a defluffer. But, hang on.
Sorry to butt in, but...
I've just that's your fault, that is. Anyway, look at this. Watch this.
No.
Look. Now you saw that I just emptied it, right? Right? You didn't... Oh, purple one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at all that. Look at all that. Just from those two tiny... How brilliant is it? Well, it's very glamorous. What's the matter now?
No, I'm just looking at this bobbly jumper.
Cat's bobbly jumper.
Can we please do something with that?
Don't lose that.
No, but this is... I mean, that's the stage where I just stop wearing a jumper and throw it away.
Question from Heidi. Hi, John. Do you think the lint remover would work on a felt wool bag? Well, I imagine it would. But you can also see,
it's amazing. It's like makes it brand new again.
Yeah. And you know you can buy versions of these where you think, oh, I think the whole jumper's going to get eaten up into that machine. That is brilliant, isn't it? You see, the thing is, it is a bit therapeutic, isn't it?
It really is.
Look, I've got to get on. What time is it? 1:15. I'll get told off.
I love it.
Oh, Chloe's in. Ah, where have you been, Chloe? Not seen you for ages. No, well, they don't give me many shifts anymore. That's what it is. Now, while Chloe's here, Chloe's in... I don't know what her title is. What are you in charge of, Chloe? Head of TV? Is that what she's called? Is she gone or is she still there? Who's in charge of the water machine in the... It keeps saying the filter needs changing. And I thought it'd only been doing it two days, but apparently it's been doing it for 2 months. And also, we've got a fabulous new dressing room, right, with an air conditioning unit, but no jobby to do the air conditioning unit with. Well, no, so it's just on a warm... can't switch it off or anything. Anyway, oh, my word, look at this. Look at this. Do just from that little bit we've just seen, all of that's come off there, look. How brilliant is that? Now, it does come with your USB charge. It does come with a little brush, so you don't have to use your finger like I did. And it does, oops, and it does come, oh look, it does come, there you go, click it back on, with a little safety guard. Well, it's not a safety guard, but it's just a little, look. And it looks rather lovely as well, doesn't it? Yeah, the first time I had these in, I think it was Hayley, wasn't it? It was not with Hayley. Completely and utterly sold out. Completely sold out. We waited till now for them to come back. $17.99. Oh yeah, we've got more stock in this time than we had last time. Loads of you got that in your basket. Make sure you check out, that's your price, $17.99. I'll come back to it if you want to see it again later on. Now, where would you like to go now? Right, I loved it. Is that what it's called? No, it's not called one of those. That's another brand name. Yeah, this is the Beldray Wet and Dry Vac. Now, you know how much I love these. Now, you know I loved it when we just had the blue one. Now, this, 150 years of Beldray. Buy me and plant a tree. Growing a greener future together. I don't know what that is. Anyway. It's copper. It's not rose gold. Copper edition. Cordless and rechargeable, lithium-ion battery, lightweight. Now, I know what you're thinking. You look at these and you go, they don't work. I've seen those don't work. Don't work. Why? It's got a 3-year guarantee, this has, right? I've only got 20 of these. Right. Have we got a price comparison? Well, you do that while I do this. So, what you get in your box is, let me just unplug it here. So, you get a charger unit, right? This is the charger unit. Now, you can either just have it sitting on a desk, or you can screw this to the wall in your garage or wherever under the stairs, and it sits on there like that while it recharges, but it's also the storage unit, so you can keep it on, you know, like nice and safe on the wall, right? Now, what you also get is you also get this little bag of goodies here. Okay, so you get your screws to screw that to the wall if you want to. They don't normally do that, do they? Then you have your 2 nozzles here. You have your hoovering nozzle and you have your water nozzle because it does wet and dry. Right? Now, you can, or you don't have to use this nozzle if you don't want to, but you can just, it's easy, just slide it in like that. The on-off button is here. Just literally, oh, come on. There you go. Push it forward. You can feel the power, right? You ready? Do you want me to put... Ready? Has 20 minutes of battery life. Right, I'll show you the dust container in a second. Oh, be careful now. Half the stock's in baskets. I've just got to tidy up after Stuart earlier. It's picking up, you can't see this, but look, it's picking up everything. It's picking up, oh, look there. So this is the container that contains all the gunk. This is what you need to do to empty it, right? You just press that down and it pulls off like that. Then in here, you have, look. This is brand new. That's just picking up cat stuff and Stuart's rubbish. Oh no, I've done the rest of Stuart's rubbish, have I? So just click that back on. Stuart's mess from the first hour. Is it in the right place? Ready? It's a bit like that, yeah, it's a bit scary because you think he's not going to do it, then it goes, whoop! How brilliant. Right, please be careful because limited, we're going to sell out. I haven't even shown you, right? What you can also do is change the nozzle. No, I have here things somewhere. I know. Right, now, if you do spill a glass of wine, make sure that it's empty before you do. Oh, where's my bottle of water gone? Have you stolen my bottle of water? So your first day here and you've stolen my bottle of water. Oh.
Do you want to put some of that in there?
In where? What, there? What's in that water?
Cordial.
That's enough, thank you. Right, you can spill a whole glass of wine. You're not supposed to put dust in it as well. They can go in the dishwasher. They can go in the dishwasher. Are you ready for this? So imagine if you've had Chloe round for drinks, she's got a bit drunk, she's kicked over a white wine on your brand new... You see, Delphine needed one of these because she had a brand new cream carpet and a friend came round and kicked a glass of red wine all over. Look, it's sort of dry. Dry as a bone, that now. Oh, well, that's a little bit of... There's a little bit, you'd have to just towel it down. Brilliant for in the car. If you've got a caravan, a motorhome, anything like that, a lodge, anything like that. And this bit, all of this bit here can go in the dishwasher. It can go, so I'm not going to open it because all the liquid's all in there now. And I've got, it'll all be muddled up with the dust and everything. But it's brilliant. You've seen. Okay, how many left? But when you're all checked out, there's 5 left. There's 5 left when you're all checked out now. Now, it's totally rechargeable. Now, I'm not sure... Oh, no, because that stays in there, doesn't it? You don't... No, I'm just wondering if you could use it when... I don't think you can use it when it's plugged in. I think you just have to charge it up. No. But if you're on the stair... Well, no, how long have you got? 20 minutes? 20 minutes. How brilliant is that? 30 foot... The stairs. Imagine... At the moment, I've got no carpet on my stairs, right? Because I ripped it all up. Imagine just doing your stairs with that, because you've seen how powerful it was. You've seen how it sucked everything up, haven't you? Oh, you see, you mention one thing to Chloe and she gets it sorted. The remote is now in the dressing room so we can do the temperature. And what about the filter on the water machine? Facilities. See, all you have to do is ask, isn't it? Everyone else went, oh, it's been like that months. And I said, I'll ask. Right, there you go. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, we will sell out. We are going to be sold out. Oversubscribed now. Oversubscribed. Oh, no. I hope one of you doesn't end up getting this one. Anyway. Right, let's move on. Where did you get that from? Okay. We have like little dips. Let's move this over here. Oh, Stuart's all set up for his next hour down this end. Right. You get that, you get that, you get that. Fine, lovely. You don't get the ramekin. You don't get the ramekin. Right. Let's do the iron now. Now, loads of these went the other day. Kat's got this one, but not in rose gold. And Munch has got this one, hasn't he? Munch has got this one as well. His is in rose gold. His isn't rose gold either, but look, here we go, look. Now, yeah, it's gone on the floor so many times this week. Sarah Davis knocked it flying the other day. Yeah, and I will turn your iPad. It'll be fine. Thank you. Is it all right? No. Well, oh, we've just lost the. Has it smashed? Oh no! Oh, it's completely smashed. Yeah. Am I insured in this building? Chloe? Right, here we go. Oh. I've done my Sunday live. That could be the last one now. Well, it was £1,300. No. Not at home, I can't. Oh, that's really upset me now. Anyway, come on, let's do this. Look how beautifully this is ironing this cotton. Right, so the joy about this iron is it's fully... right, hang on, here we go. Now you have to wet because it... Oh, has he used all the water?
Do you want some more squash?
No, I don't put any squash in it. Hang on. Now it's been steaming all morning. I think he might have run out of... Oh! No, here you go. There we go. Look. Look at the steam coming out there. Now, we're not meant to do that because we've got sensors above the lights which might set off the alarm. But that's fantastic. But what's brilliant about this iron, not only does it iron brilliantly like that, you see this, it lies in, right? The cradle, right? At the moment, it's a a normal iron with a wire plugged in, a cable plugged into the wall, right? When you put it on here, you see this switch at the back here, right? You can push that right the way up. This section stays on there, and it becomes a cordless iron. Obviously, when you're using it like this, you then need to put it back into, $34.99. Now, Kat's got this one, Munch got this one, but they didn't get the rose gold version. Have we got anything else? Have we got anything else to tell you? Where's the box? Okay, where's the box? Right in front of me. There's one in here as well. Quick and convenient. It's hot in 25 seconds. Got the ceramic sole plate. Water spray function, which is the one I was pressing when I was trying to get the steam out. Easy grip handle. 300 milliliter water tank. 130 G min steam shot, which means it's a very strong steam. And 2,600 W power, anti-calcium. I think it's also got a self-clean button on it as well. Hang on. Look, here you go. Self-clean. Kat's never used that one of hers. You fill it with water in there. You've got your spray and your steam on the top there. Which one am I pressing now? There you go, that's your steam. That's your spray. What's the bottom trigger for then? No, there's a steam button under there as well. Look, that's a steam button as well. No, the release of the base is here. It's got a little steam, it's got a steam symbol on it. Right, I need to look that up now, don't I? Sorry. See, Cat. I haven't got Apple Care, I don't think. Oh. Yeah. Oh, so it's kind of upset me a little bit, but never mind. I bought it at the... I tell you when I bought it. When I started doing my Facebook Lives during lockdown, and then I was working at Crafters Companion at the time, and I was doing them from home, and I bought a new one of those to do the shows from home for. Right, where's the... This is no mention of that little... I'll have to look it up for you and let you know later what that button's for. But it's definitely got a steam... It's definitely got a steam icon on it. Anyway, maybe you can lock it into place anyway. No. Maybe it's just easier to do it underneath there than it is there. Yeah. But then have you not got one of these on the back of yours then? No, they're here, you just lift it up. Oh. Put it back onto, yeah. No. Are you sure you're just pressing it and it's doing it? It's not that. Anyway. It's a brilliant price, £34.99. Check out. Oops. No, it hasn't been in before this weekend. It wasn't until before January. 5 months. Rightio, let's move on. Let me just see if I can press the button to... Oh, God, it really is shattered, this. Ooh. Yeah, I've got the picture. It's just all the glass that's shattered. Can you change the glass? Oh, look, that's why it's the base that came. Anyway, shush. Oh, I can get the glass changed, can I? Oh, OK, then. Let's just find... Where's my local... Have I got an Apple store where I live? OK. It looks like you got the gremlins in. It certainly does, Jill. Accidents happen, Christine. Yeah, £1,300 worth of accident, Christine. Anyway, let's move on. Right. What? Oh, yes, look at this. So I've gone on and on about the trim turner. Here we go, the trim turner. Hey, what? Button and hand lock. Yeah, I couldn't get mine to stay, Margaret. Have you got it, Margaret? Anyway, here we go. Oh, overhead. Sorry? Why? Yeah. Now, what happened was we used to have these in all the time. Loads and loads and loads of you asked for them to come back in stock. We ordered thousands upon thousands of them, right? That were going to last us for months and months and months, right? They went like that. They went like that. So we've had to wait all this time. I think this is one of the best little gadgets you can get, right? So what you've got, it's a turning set. You get a skinny one, a chubby one, and a medium one. Right? And what they are is they just look like this. Right? I've only got a couple of them here. That's the medium one. What's the matter? Anyway, $8.99 these are, right? So this is just one. I'm not going to open this packet. And what we do is it's to turn through bag handles or animal legs and things like that. All you do is you just drop that inside the thing that you want to turn through. You get this. I do blunt end through first. You literally just push it through like this. Oh, come on. Oh, everything's not working this morning, isn't it? Oh, they just... What the what? The vacuum is sold out. The vacuum sold out. This is... I'm going to have to open this one because that one's too thin for this pipe. Right, here we go, look. What you do is you drop the tube. You drop the tube. There we go. You drop the tube inside there. You then get your stick. You push the stick up like that. You push down like that. Comes through. We got that. No, you didn't get that because it was on the overhead. I'll do it again. Right, ready? You push the tube through. Tube goes through. Take your stick. You push it through the bottom. Push it up, 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 up. It's because, there we go, it's because we've hemmed the end of that one. And that's it, turned through. It's that simple. Morning, I have these turning tools. Fabulous, use them for loads of stuff. Toys, bags, etc. Totally recommend them. I've got them. I've got them as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... People are multi-buying. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, right? Because this can now become our floor sample, can't it? Trudle's just walked in. Trudle's, I've broken my iPad. Oh, she's standing in front of the TV while Becky's trying to work. So if she's just having a day off, is she, Becky? Oh, she's having a day off with her mum. That's nice. Right, okay, so I'm going to keep all of these in here. Now, what date is it? 16th. This is the day that I have put all of these in here. Let's see how quickly they all get lost. Kim, the skinny one is great for spaghetti straps. It's metal, that one. Yeah, it's metal, that one. Also, these are brilliant. You know, when we go use your pointy tool to push out your corners, they're brilliant for that. Yeah, the guests always ask for them, and we never have them in stock. We have now. Oh, they came in for Vixie's birthday. They sold out. Before that, it was November. That was November. Then we bought the thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and they sold out in no time at all. I just think they're brilliant. How much are they? £8.99. £8.99. They're in stock, and we got lots. Oh, okay, we've got loads. Got loads of these, we're fine. Well, they'll have gone. They will have gone when people realise. Anyway, I'll put them to one side in case it's soon. Lint remover. Except I've got... Of course she won't have. Lint remover. Charge it with USB. People are multi-buying. Yeah, then look, well, one for you, one at home, one for caravan. So, well, yeah, because how we disposable fashion these days, we're a bit bad for it, aren't we? There are, in landfill, there are piles and piles and piles. And as Stuart said, if he's got to that state, he'd have got rid of it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, and also, when you buy something cheap like this, you see, Cat's only worn it 3 times and it's gone bobbly already. Doesn't have to be cheap. Oh, she bought her first wrinkle cream yesterday. Yeah. Well, they say you need to, what do they say, like Botox, they say don't have it when you need it. Preventative. You having Botox for your birthday? Oh, I still love having Botox. No, I'm just just chatting, yeah. More than half the stock's gone, we had hundreds of these. Please be careful if you've got it in your basket. Oh, yeah, if we'd had the same quantity we had last time, we would have sold out by now. It's just that we ordered so many of these. That'll be Barry. Oh! Now, Barry, remember I said yesterday, Kat, we weren't here when said this. Isn't Barry the spitting image of Sally Webster's husband from Coronation Street? Right? I hadn't... Yeah, the blonde one. Tim? No, she hasn't been with Kevin for about 20 years. I don't know if she's still with Tim either. But anyway, there's a story. I mentioned it on air yesterday. We told about Barry. He can't see it at all. He can't see it at all. We can see it. Anyway, his new storyline is a little bit controversial. And yeah, and Hannah sent me the paper, you know, the newspaper headline, because he has a heart attack. This is in the storyline, not in real life. He has a heart attack while he's, you know. Well, I don't know if is he with Sally anymore? I don't know if he's even with Sally anymore. Anyway, look, this is fantastic. I'm getting so carried away using this. It's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, look at all the black... It's getting rid of all the black bubbles off the hem as well. Hang on, let's have a look. Might need emptying, yeah? You have to remember to empty it. Hey, look. You've seen us empty it every single time. Look. And it does come with a little brush. I'm not sure. Did you see the little brush, Michael, earlier? It did come with a little black brush, didn't it? Doesn't matter, don't worry. It's just like a little... you do get a brush with it. Oh, what's that beeping? Yeah. That's louder than you are. Right, there we go. Bell tray. If you got it in your basket, please check out. Oh, loads you got it in your basket. Loads you got it in your basket. Check out. Right. Yeah. This is new. We had this week. Right, now we normally do a 250 millilitre can, right? 500. This is... Yeah, and the other one, we had them both actually to show you the other day. The half the size is $7.99, so you're actually saving a bit of money, aren't you? Because $7.99 and $7.99 is £16, and this is £14. You're saving £2, aren't you? Charlie, you can tell us what we use it for. Question from Lynn. In real life, the actor who plays Tim is marrying the actress who plays Abby. I haven't watched Coronation Street for over 3 years now, so I don't know. Kat loves that because she loves it like that. Because Emmerdale, the really like what's she called? She's called Charlie in real life, I think, isn't she? But anyway, she's married to the boy from the shop, isn't she? In real life, Wolfenden. Well, the boy's Wolfenden. Anyway, they're married in real life. I say boy, they're full grown-ups. Anyway, what you use this for is when you're putting the back of your quilt and you make your quilt sandwich, you spray it on. It's repositional fabric to fabric spray. Yeah, or using sewing bosal, or you want some applique. You want to put some applique bits down, like the Hawaiian. We did Hawaiian yesterday. Templates, the Hawaiian templates, right? So you cut it out with your die, and then when you put it down, you can just spray the back of it and place it down. And then when you stitch it, it doesn't move. $13.99. This is the big tan. Obviously, if you're not going to use much of it, buy the small one for $7.99. I haven't got it today. But if you are somebody who keeps running out, then this, saving a couple of pounds and saves a couple of cans. What day did I launch? I didn't launch it then. Okay, then they launched on the 11th, then I had it last week and we've got a few left. Jean says, morning John, that looks good. I'm not quite sure what you were looking at. I think that might be the lint remover. Emma Brasfield, those turning tubes are game changers. Always recommend them. That was Emma that was on the show the other day. I've said that one. So I could just take you to an Apple shop, can I, having a new glass? Yeah, but I don't want to drive all the way to Solihull and find out they can't do it. Okay. Anyway, 13, they'll just tell me to buy a new one. Rotating cutting mat. Yeah, but how do you make your stuff go from that one to the new one? Right, rotating cutting mat. I must have done it before. I think you just put them next door to each other, don't you? Anyway, look. So there's a lock on the back, right? So if you unlock it, it becomes a rotating cutting mat. And this is what Charlie pretends he's, scratching the records. Is that what you call it? What's it called, though, when you go like that? Not just DJing. Scratching, thank you. See, Charlie, you should know that, being young. Anyway, you lock it like that, and it's completely locked. Use it as a normal cutter. Do you want this for your next hour?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. $16.99, rotating cutting mat. Oh no, it's in and out, like a what's it. Inches, self-healing cutting mat. You've got circles on there as well, and you've got a 45, a 30, and a 60-degree line. What's the matter? Oh, what is it? The button on the iron is a steam controller, apparently. What does that mean, Michael? I don't know. Oh, he doesn't know. He looked up on... I wonder what he's doing on his phone over there, thinking, it's only his first day in here and he's on his phone, but he was looking up. You may have cover by your you may have cover by your service provider or house insurance. Well, it wouldn't be my service provider, would it? I haven't got the Apple Secure or whatever it's called, and maybe it's not, but I'm not in my house. And I've done it live on telly, so I can't lie. I can't lie to them. Right, zips. Oh, actually, that's what yours looks like. There's one in a bag, sorry. That's what yours looks like when it comes to. Right, I'll leave that out for Stuart. Now, what's next? Zips. 35 6-inch zips. Oh, these are the 7-inch zips. We were looking for these the other day, weren't we? We had the 6-inch zips on the show, and we were looking for the 7-inch one. $3.99. You get 5 7-inch zips in there. Kane Dingle is married to the vet Rhonda in real life. Oh, so he is. But you know the one I mean? You meet the blonde hair man, David, who used to have the shop. I don't know if he still does the shop. And then the Dingle girl, who was the daughter of the one with blonde hair. So much happens in that village. It's nothing like our village, I tell you. Just as well. Margaret didn't leave the committee. No. Margaret, there was an email went out about we're having a committee meeting. Margaret says, I shan't be there because I'm leaving the committee, as you well know. So I was desperate to get to the committee meeting. This is the pop-in, right? And Margaret was in there. I went, you're not supposed to be here. I'll change my mind. Anyway, she'd been deleted off all the sheets and everything. They'd gone through all the sheets. Anyway, she just changed. $3.99 from Living in Loveliness, Kerry and Living in Loveliness. Brights. These are the colours you will get. 7-inch zips, 5 of them. I wonder if she's made her Craig sit and put all these in the bag and staple it up. Oh, did they? Were they having a lovely time at Malvern? Debbie Dingle is married to David from the shop in real life. There you go, thank you. There are lots of places around that will place the screen for you, not just the Apple Store. Oh, thank you. There's nothing dodgy about Stratford-upon-Avon. Thank you very much indeed. I suppose you could go to Curry's, couldn't you? It's where I bought it from. Okay. No. Our Curry's has got to, next door. It has the Curry's repair shop. Well, no, I'll go in. It's opposite Tesco's. $3.99. I better delete some messages off it then, because Can they look at everything on there then? Yeah, I'll delete some messages then. $3.99. What does that? I don't know what that means. $3.99. Loads of lint removers have gone. Did you pay for insurance when you bought it? I don't think I did. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Who's that from? Karen in Dumfries. We can show that, can we? $3.99 zips. No, that's EastEnders. Cush from EastEnders, who then went to Holby City. Holby City was a brain surgeon. So one day he was a stall holder on EastEnders. The next day he was a brain surgeon on Holby City, and then they shut down Holby City. $3.99. Jubilee threads. It's what? Who's asked that? Anne. Is Barbara still in the shop? Lovely lady from Anne in County Down. I don't know. Is Barbara still in the shop? Are you talking about EastEnders, Coronation Street, or my shop in the village? Because how could you come into my village? You're in County Down. Yeah, I've not got those. Yeah. They're definitely not on my table. No, I had them the other day. They're gorgeous. They're really lovely. I have seen them this morning. I bet Stuart's nicked them to do his sewing with, hasn't he? But they're definitely not on my table. Here they are. They're 50 weight Orifil. Oh, Anne? Right, Anne, I'm confused now. How do you know Barbara in the pop-in shop? Yeah, there was. But I don't know if she still hasn't been in for ages. If you go to the pop-in, you'll meet all these people, yeah? Because when I go on my holidays, Charlie and his girlfriend are going to move into my house, you see. Lovely show, great presenters. What's Marjorie talking about now? Is that EastEnders? Is that Emmerdale? Is that Coronation Street? Holby City? Anyway, buy these. What colours do you use most of? Black and white for your everyday sewing, and your piecing, your silver and your sand. I don't know if they're the real names of them. Oh, studio sample. Fantastic. Right, now, I know what you're thinking. $35.99 for four reels of thread, right? Work out, there's 1,300 metres, so that makes 5,200 metres of thread there. What's $35.99 divided by 5,200? I think it is what I want to say. Eric and Brenda married in real life. Brenda, now wasn't Brenda from South Riding years ago? But it wasn't the character Brenda. Dunlop, Julie Dunlop. Was that Brenda? I dropped my tablet outside and the house insurance covered it. Oh, thank you, Susan. But I'll have to be honest, though, and say I've broken it at work. And it might be that my house insurance doesn't cover things at work. That's what it is. 69 pence for a metre. 100 metres. Sally is married to Tim in Coronation Street. Her first hubby, Kevin, is the one married to Abby now. There you go. Thank you, Steph. So the one that she's married to now is the one who looks like Barry the book buyer. Barry the book buyer was really offended because he's much older. Barry's much younger than Tim. Yeah, I said that. Are you? Anyway, Tim's got the new storyline, not Barry. $35.99. Hi, John. When I had my bags done, I was able to claim on the house insurance. I have hundreds of witnesses to the accident. You have hundreds of witnesses. Yes, I know, but it was at work. And it's thousands, actually. I know. Don't worry. I'll just take it. I'll go to Curry's on my way home today and see what they say. But how am I going to do my Facebook Live on Sunday? Because they'll have to keep it for a while, I imagine, won't they? I can do it on my phone, but last time I did it on my phone, I was kind of only got this much of me. Right, okay, so hang on then. Let me get the right sizes. Right, hang on. I've got... Right, there we go. Which one's first then? 45mm. Done a bundle. You're saving £1.99 if you buy this, right? So you get the rotary cutter from Clover, plus the So Easy blades. Now, Kat says they definitely fit on there. I don't know, but Kat says they definitely fit on there. And I was told that by Hannah. Elliot, has anyone seen Elliot? Where's my blow-up mattress? When? At £19.99. Yeah, last week, or no, more than a week ago, he said he was going to drop it off here at the studio for me. 28mm next. This is a brilliant deal, just so you know. £13.99. Now, these are Clover and Clover. I can guarantee they will definitely fit on there. They will definitely fit on there. How much are you saving? £1.99? You think what? Fantastic. Finally, it's happening to me. Oh, I'll go for a break. I'll leave Stuart. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah, I've got to do the winners, yeah. £14.99. You get the baby rotary cutter and you get the baby blades as well. At £14.99. Worth giving Apple a ring. They can do an online diagnostic. No, okay. The thing is, it's obviously fixable because it's only I can be using it now. It's just the glass that's broken on it. Maybe when I get home, maybe I'll try a Facebook Live very quickly on it and see what happens. Because will you see all the... No, you won't see all the cracks in the glass, will you? Where's the camera? No, there's no cracks in that corner. So we might be all right. I'm just frightened that when I do that, when I swipe to the right or swipe to the left, I'm going to get here to read the messages. That I might get glass in my finger. £14.99. Right, come on, let's do the competition winners then. Right, now stop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every day in May, if you buy something on a particular day, that day all the names go in the hat at midnight, and then the next day a name is pulled out of the hat and they win that particular prize for that day, right? So today, if you buy something today, your name will go in the hat and one of you will win this Tula Pink set of 13 fat quarters, right? So I haven't got what prizes you've won, but if you're very lucky, you might have got a bag of buttons. But here are the winners. So on Monday, Hester Oram, you won Monday's prize. Tuesday, Kathy Smith. Wednesday, Patricia Wheeldon. Thursday, Anne Breen. Friday the 13th, oh dear, Susan Cox. Saturday the 14th, Mrs. K. Snooks. That's a lovely name, isn't it? Snooks. And Sunday the 15th, yesterday, Bridget McMail. Oh, that's some unusual names there, aren't there? Anyway, we're going for a break now. When we come back after the break, Stuart's making this from brand new poppy cotton fabric. We've got it in 3 different colourways, and we've got the ruler to make this with as well. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? I'm just going to go off and sob about my iPad. I'll see you in 4.
Hello, I'm Catherine Wright from Leicestershire Craft Centre based in Market Harborough. I'm delighted to be part of the Sewing Street family. I've been sewing since the age of 7 when my mum taught me to sew. I particularly enjoy dressmaking, and all through my childhood I made my own clothes, including dancing costumes and my prom dresses. But I also enjoy patchwork and bag making and hand stitching and embroidery and really anything textile based. The thing I particularly love about fabric and textiles and stitching is that there is always something new to try, there's always a new technique or a new skill to learn, and I really enjoy doing that. My top tip for new sewers is to be friends with your iron. Your sewing always looks better when it's been pressed, and it's not like ironing your own clothes. It's much better than that. And also to build your skills up step by step. Don't launch in with the wedding dress first off. Start with a simple dress and build your skills up, and then you'll see good results right from the start and feel enthusiastic and carry on sewing. So really, just have a go, have fun. It's all about having fun and enjoying it. So happy sewing.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters, and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos, and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
Sewing Street have our very own app. You can now watch and shop from anywhere. Simply download the app from your app store onto your smartphone or tablet, then log in or create an account, and you're done. You can watch us live from anywhere, browse all our recently played items and pre-orders so you never miss out on any show deals, and message the studio to say hello at any time. And remember, you can check out as many times as you want and only pay 1 P&P all day.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters. Never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media, and pick up some top tips from us too. Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33. We all love a Dresden plate, and they always look more terrifying than they really are, don't they? So, Stuart has made this gorgeous quilt using the fabrics that I'm going to launch. There he is, and it. So if you want to create that, you need this. £22.99. Now, it doesn't just do one size. I'll get Stuart to tell you all about it. It does several sizes. So don't be thinking, once I've used it once, I'll never use it again. You can use this for all different size Dresden plates and everything. Sally Ann does a lot of hers with Dresden plates, doesn't she? She does a lot of her designs with that. £22.99 comes from Creative Grid. Has got the patented non-slip grippy bits on the back. And it's got all your quarter-inch seam lengths. And then look at all these. These are all the different sizes that you can do. And you get the circular one for the centre as well. Now, don't be frightened, because everyone looks at the Dresden plate and goes, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. It's an 18-degree segment ruler designed by Lynn Edwards for Creative Grids. In fact, Lynn Edwards has done one of the Quilting Today. She's in this month's Quilting Today. Anyway, no, I don't mean Quilt Today.
Today's Quilter.
Today's Quilter. I should know that because I've done it. Today's Quilter. Very, very popular. Very, very popular. £22.99, and you get a Stuart step-by-step instruction masterclass today. Ooh. So that's that. Now,
are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Now, this is the bundle of fabrics. That brand new, you're not seeing these before, that Stuart's made his quilt out of, right? So for your $59.99, you get 3.5 metres of fabric, plus you get a panel. So, these are the fabrics in the kit. They're cute, aren't they? Look. Now, they are all available by the half metre, so they'll be on pre-order, won't they, the half metre? And at the end of the show, Kat will move them all over into today's deal. So you get the lovely signature one there. Gorgeous Essence of Liberty, that one there. It's called Handmade from My Heart with Love. That's what they have on their fabric.
No, it's called Hopscotch and Freckles.
Hopscotch and Freckles. I was going to say it normally does that, isn't it? Hopscotch and Freckles. There you go. Then you get pinwheels. Then you got your pinwheels. Beautiful, aren't they? Then you've got another floral fabric just in the 3 colours there. Then you've got newborn puppies and kittens, bare feet, July, picnic, strawberries, porch swings, sprinkles. That's that cat's life, that is.
Well, I thought it sounded like a shopping list that Kim Kardashian would make.
Yeah, watermelon,
I just
swimming
want
trunks,
watermelon, kittens,
bike
and
rides.
kisses.
Sunny kisses and bubbles. Lemonade, Grandma's house. Anyway, that one. Then this is cute, isn't it? This one. Strawberries in a circle, and then you've got your signature. Not signature, like a drawing. But then also now, Stuart, I'll explain why in a minute. Then you also get in the bundle. You also get this beautiful panel as well. Look. Now, Stuart hasn't used it with the Dresden plate. He was going to use it for something different. Say, of course. How are you supposed to read it then? Go on then. Play, stitch, pretty, bake. Play, stitch, pretty, bake. Quack. Bloom, cook, quack. Stitch. Home sweet home. Feed. Peep. Why have you got peep on a little chicken, do you think? Little bluebird, sew in there. Anyway, you get that as well, right? You get that. What's the matter with you? I'm in a mood because my iPad's broken.
I know, and I feel like giving you a hug. It's just calling out the random stitch, pretty, bake.
What's written on the fabric? Right, now, before I go on to the next colourway, you most probably wondering who the designers are these. Well, I've got a couple of slides to show you. Let's have a look at the slides, then I'll show you the other colourways. One day, 2 friends dreamed and started their own fabric company. It was a passion they'd shared for some time, and it was something they both knew that they were made to do. I've still got to find what I'm made to do. It takes a lot of gumption and guts to turn your dream into reality. Tell me about it. But together they knew they could do it. This is how Gina Barney, quilting and clothing designer and instructor. Sorry, I'll read that again. This is how Gina Barney, quilting and clothing designer and instructor, and Laurie Woods, illustrator, artist and designer, came together to form Poppie Cotton. Together, they share their passion and joy that come from creating and loving what they do. Next slide. You can
Do you
read
mind
that
if I
one.
make a cup of tea?
Yeah. They've been at it a long time anyway. Look, they live in Utah. Oh, do you know what? I bet they know Cindy from Riley Blake. Because she lives in Utah, doesn't she?
Utah's like the crafting state in America.
Yes, yeah.
The paper crafting industry is based in Utah. A lot of the fabric companies.
Gorgeous. Anyway, let me go on with the other colours then. So that's the red one that's used. And you're carrying on using the red one, aren't you, for your demo? Mm-hmm. Oh, panel, if you want the panel on its own, I'll do that quickly. $8.99. They come pre-cut, so if you want two, then you will get two completely cut separately. What are you going to put in those little pockets, Kat? Knitting needles.
Really
it just
small
goes to show,
ones.
doesn't it?
I thought like a pyjama bag, like a drawstring bag would be really nice made out of that.
Yeah,
Do
that's
front and
more
back in that,
sensible.
and a little strip across the top with a drawstring.
Yeah, lovely. Not a thing with pockets. By the time you end the pockets, they'd be that big by the time you did your seam allowance and everything.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the green one. I love the green one.
Green's
so,
gorgeous.
you get the Liberty, Essence of Liberty, I was calling it. It's not called that, obviously. In the lovely rich green there. $59.99, you're getting 3.5 metres of fabric plus a panel, remember. There's your beautiful drawing. Oh, this next one's really fresh. Now, these are all available by the half metre, right? So if you want to make a summer dress out of that, wouldn't that be lovely? Lovely, beautiful, isn't it? Then you've got the writing one again. I think they'd have the gin and tonics out on the day they designed this one.
I want kisses, watermelon, kittens.
Yeah, they just sat there going all the things they love. Love that one, the strawberry one. Now, there's a designer, Tanya Whelan. It's very Tanya Whelan-esque, that one. Then you've got your pinwheels, which are cute, aren't they? This is Charlie's favourite colourway. And then you've got the little girls playing. Is she sewing? She is. Yeah, she's doing flower arranging. She's feeding the chickens.
It's like it's based on my life.
It is. Which one are you then, Stuart?
All of them. I'm every woman.
Yeah. And then your panel on this one's a little bit different because it's a different coloured green completely. Yeah. Look, like a peppermint green, this one. So again, you could make a drawstring bag or pockets, decorate a denim jacket. Okay, that's the green one. Now let's do the green panel on its own. Oh, you haven't got the defluffer in there, have you? $8.99 for that panel. They do come already pre-cut. Hopscotch and Freckles. Beautiful. Final bundle. Beautiful. Oh, there's Hayley. Hayley, I need you to buy me a new iPad. Oh, and Ian. I dropped my iPad on the floor, look, and it's smashed. What do you want? Anyway, we're busy. Oh, hello.
Hiya.
We'll be up later. Oh, you could take that quilt. Where's that quilt, Michael? Do what? Yeah, take that upstairs. No, but you keep it upstairs. So it hasn't sold out completely. You keep it upstairs. Right, sorry everyone, that was Hayley and Ian. Right, this is now, what colour, what would you say was the predominant colour in this one?
Yellow,
Caramac
that
chocolate.
golden yellow.
Oh, golden yellow. I saw it as Caramac chocolate. He's not
Are you
old enough to-
hungry?
Yeah,
I remember Caramac, it's lovely.
Well, it's really weird, right? In my brain,
Gorgeous.
it's lovely. And then my friend Sheila, the model from Ideal World, she bought me some, right? And it was horrible.
Like candle wax.
It was so sweet.
Oh, okay.
Like, even for me.
Your tastes change though, don't
Well, yeah,
they?
don't they just?
You know. And so yeah, I can't eat lots of very sweet things anymore. Things are too sweet.
Sadly, I can.
So yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so this gorgeous colour
Love
here,
this.
whatever you could want to call it, golden, Caramac. But then you see the one with the all of Stuart's is on white, this one. Right, then you've got your white pinwheels.
Love that.
Beautiful. But then, look, we go completely dramatic on that one with the black background.
Dressmaking with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that one as a dressmaking one. This is pretty. I'm seeing this as a blender.
But if you wanted to use that as the centre of your Dresdens, turn them into sunflowers, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or big daisies.
Oh, artistic mind at work. Beautiful, fresh, that little girl's dress. Then you've got the one where they're shouting out all their favourite things, having their, not Julia Roberts moment, which could, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, her. Maria! Somewhere, Maria.
Come on.
Maria, you'll make a fabulous nun. That was a line from the Countess says that before she...
Does she? You'll make a fabulous...
They have the big bun, and then she realises that she's in love with the captain.
Yes.
So she's trying to get rid of her.
Yes.
So she says, Maria, you'll make a fabulous nun.
There are some great lines.
Such a lovely film. And then here's the panel that goes to this one. It's pink. Do what? That's where your mum and dad are. What, where they made the Sound of Music? Oh, they're going for a tour and everything. That's the panel that comes in that kit. Which is your favourite now, the red, the green, or the gold? See, this is Kat's favourite. I was like, no, because I haven't seen Hannah for weeks and weeks and weeks, have I? I kept calling her Kat yesterday, and now I'm calling Kat Hannah. Right, panel on its own, and then we'll get... Oh no, I've got one other fabric, and then we've got some sewing to do. Panel on its own, $8.99. This is the pink one. Sorry, there you go. Oh, this one's got a watering can on it. Didn't see that before. Cook. Of course you use... Oh, no, it's not a watering can. It's a coffee pot. I'm looking it upside down. You see, there it is, look. Right, OK, moving on. Right, how much, if I wanted to recreate what you've made there, I could do it with my bundle and some white. How much?
That's exactly right.
How much white would I need if I wanted to do that there?
By 2 metres. And you'll have plenty, not only for the blocks, but also for the borders and the binding as well. I think would look really nice in white.
Lovely. So if you want white to go with it, it's $3.79 for half a metre. Remember, this is cut off the bolt, so it will come. If you order 3 metres, you'll get a 3 metre piece. If you order 2 metres, you'll get a 2 metre piece. If you saw that thing on the Facebook fan page earlier, that was a genuine mistake by somebody. Okay, right, let's do some sewing then, shall we?
Shall we?
So what, say? Well, wait and see. We'll see what we do. So where do we start? What do we do, Stuart?
Okay, well, first of all, isn't it a gorgeous fabric range?
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Have you got a favourite then?
Well, I really enjoyed using the red, but let me be honest with you, with a free reign, I would have cross-pollinated across all of the colourways. So what I would have done, I mean, I love red and white, and this would look great as a green and white or a yellow, black, white quilt. That would look gorgeous. But I would have liked to have brought in maybe some yellow in the centres of the Dresdens. I would have liked to have done some green stems and leaves appliqued on and actually really go floral. And in fact, with extra time, I would have done the large flowers and then a border of maybe half size, kind of this, maybe like a saucer size Dresdens,
which
going around
the
same ruler, round the outside with some stems and leaves done in greens. And you could really go to town with that. This is a 4-block quilt, of course. You could go 9, you could go 16.
But how much do you have left over from doing the 4?
I mean, lots of the feature fabrics, I literally just used a 6.5-inch strip.
Oh, so you have lots left over.
Yeah, you would have.
It's just the white left. You'd need to buy more of, isn't it?
You'd need more of the white, exactly right. So, to start to use your Dresden ruler. Now, your Dresden ruler, it's an 18-degree angle, but it's a simple ruler to use, really easy ruler to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to start by deciding on the size of the Dresden. Now you get full instructions. Mine are 16-inch finished blocks. So what I did was I started by cutting a 6.5-inch wide strip. So I'm going to do that. So let's clean off one end. Oh, it's locked.
I've locked it, sorry.
Oh, John.
Oh, sorry.
It's easy enough to unlock, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Twizzle it round and let's do a 6.5-inch wide strip.
Why are you doing 6.5-inch? Why are you cutting a 6.5-inch?
So for a 16-inch block, you need to cut 6.5-inch wide strips to cut your blades out of. So you get your full instructions. What you're going to do then is line up the bottom of the ruler with the bottom of your strip, and what you should then find is either a solid line or a half line will be on the top.
Right.
And then this is where having your twist and turn cutting mat is an absolute boon, because you can then just twist the whole thing around, keep that bottom edge lined up, and we're going to cut. There are some blades, and so on and so forth. Now you can really play around with these rulers, because here I'm using the strip cut from the bottom, but if you wanted to, what you can do is to actually line up your ruler. Let me just turn this around. You can line up your ruler lower down,
Right.
like this. Okay, so I've lined up a lower portion and cut out, and what that will do is it will still create the same Dresden, but you'll have a larger or a smaller hole in the centre. So for example, if you wanted to do party rings with and actually have an open space in the centre, or a really big centre, you can do that. So from the same, do you see?
Oh, yes.
Really cool. Okay, now then, let me grab my blades. So what you'll do first of all is cut a whole bunch of these blades. Okay.
Right.
And then your first step is to fold and sew them. Okay, so I'll grab one of these. I love all of these prints. They're so cute, aren't they?
Because I think what throws a lot of people as well is you've cut something that's got a flat top and a flat bottom, but the actual finished thing is a pointy thing.
It's a point, I know, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. So I've got my little pressing mat here, and I'm going to fold this in half, right sides together. Now you want to match up your edge and also your top and your corner. You don't need to match it all the way down. You're just going to press about halfway.
Okay.
About halfway. I've pressed it in half, right sides together. Now I've got my sewing machine on, and I've got it set up at 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I'm going to sew across that top edge.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
So quick tip, start with the folded edge going under your machine first. Okay, so 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we're going to sew straight across. Now, when you've got into the groove, you can get a whole bunch of these all folded and pressed ready, and just chain piece loads.
Question from Kerry. What's the biggest size hole in the middle that you can get? Thank you, from Kerry.
Well, gosh, I don't know, but I would say probably about the size of a good sized tea plate. Pretty big hole, yeah. If you
what you want to be careful of, though, is you don't want the hole. I wouldn't want the hole to be too big, because then the proportion of the, you know what I mean?
Well, but what you could have, and maybe Kerry's thinking this, I don't know about you, if you had like a short, like big, like almost like petals going around, you could actually use that to frame an embroidery. So something like a red work embroidery, Mandy Shaw style red work embroidery would be gorgeous.
Like one of her hoopy designs.
That's exactly right. In the centre, that would look super.
Oh yeah.
Or if you had some like vintage fabric that you wanted to highlight in the centre. Now, once you've sewn across the top of your blade, what you're going to do then, this is the folded edge, and I'm going to use my scissors and just snip off the corner. Just snip it down a little bit. So I've gone down to about 1/8 inch near the stitching line. And that is a shorter than normal stitch as well, about a 1.8. And then I've just trimmed a little bit of that off. What I'm going to do next is turn that point through to the right side. Okay, and then you want to just use something to push out that point.
Not
that
your
could
scissors.
be your scissors. Well, if you're careful, it could be your scissors, it could be a pokey tool. I actually had quite good success at home using, you know, the little set squares that you used in maths at school. Yours were probably made out of stone.
Yeah.
Okay, to push it out.
Mind you don't burn yourself on that iron, won't you? Hi Stuart, see you this afternoon in Kinver.
Yeah, Pat. See you there. See you there. Don't be late.
Pat, it's because of you he's leaving early.
It's not.
Where's Kinver?
Stourbridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, so what you're going to do then, that seam that you sewed, now when you've turned it through, is running down the middle, okay?
Right.
And you want to line that up with the fold that you pressed. That's why when you folded this in half and pressed it, you pressed it about halfway down.
Okay.
You don't need to press it right to the bottom, but it's just going to help you to line up the seam with that fold, and then very carefully give it a press towards the point. But don't press back on yourself, otherwise you'll fold the point back,
right,
and make a mess. Okay, so once you've done that, you can flip it over, and there's your first blade. Now you're going to make a whole bunch of these. You're going to make 20 of these to create each Dresden.
Right.
However, if you wanted to, what about if we think about this as a clock?
Yeah.
What about just making 1 to 3?
Yeah.
Just 5 blades together for a quarter fan.
Yeah.
What about doing 2 rather,
Yeah.
and having a half? So then you could have almost like sort of rising sun across.
I also
your
like that when you
quilt
just
in
do a
rows.
quarter, have it that way coming in, so it's just filling that quarter of that
Exactly.
square, you know.
And on the same idea, what about doing 3 so that you've got this corner, do these 3, okay,
right,
and then 1 in the centre,
oh,
going the other way round.
Yeah.
So that would work. There's loads you can do. I'm going to give you another little variation. So what you would do with this is you're going to sew these together, which I'm going to do in a second. But what about, here's a variation. You don't want to put a circle in the centre. You want to have the background showing. So grab your blade and fold the short end together. Okay.
Are we right sides together again?
We're right sides together again. I'm going to fold and press that. And then I'm going to repeat the same process. So I'm going to sew across the end 1/4 inch.
Right.
I'm going to trim that corner off. And then I'm going to carefully turn that through to the right side. Okay, just push that out, and then I'm going to line up that seam now with the centre crease. So now what I've got is a little pointed end at the top, but I've also got a pointed end at the bottom.
Look what Jill's just written. I sometimes leave the circle out the middle and sew across the top and the bottom blade to give a pointed top and bottom.
Great minds, great minds. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
So if you do that little point there, you do them all like that and then sew them together, and what you end up is almost like a little starburst in the centre with all little points inside and round the outside.
And you've got no edges on the inside to finish off, because sometimes you do a Dresden then you have to turn all the edges in, don't you, to get that circle. It's all a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, this gives us pointed tops. Now I'm going to give you another variation, okay, which is, let's just grab the blades as they are. So I'm going to flip these right sides together, and I'm going to sew a few of these together.
Okay.
All right.
Lynn says, you're so clever, Stuart. You make everything look so doable for self-taught quilters. Thank you. Heart from Lynn.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind. I'm a self-taught quilter by and large, so, you know, I'm coming from the same place that you are. So I'm just going to sew a few of these together, John.
Right.
And I haven't turned...
Without doing anything with the top or anything.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I'm just going to sew them together. 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now when you come to sew these into a circle, the easiest thing to do is to sew them into pairs, and then sew the pairs into 4s.
Oh, okay.
And then I add like a 5th one. I tend to do them in 5s. So they're your quarters, and then sew 2 quarters into 2 halves. And then sew the 2 halves together. But I'm just going to show you this variation. Okay. So I've sewn 3 of those blades together. Okay, I'm going to quickly press my seams open, and I'd recommend that you do that at home.
Right.
Now another tip I'm going to give you is, although it's very tempting to just sew all of your blades together into a circle and then go in and press, you actually don't have very much space in between your blades to get your fingers or your iron in, and it's quite easy to start flipping seam allowances.
Well, yeah, also you're going to be squidging one from down. If you've done them all, you're going to squidge those ones opposite
Exactly,
it, aren't you?
yeah. So it's much better just to sew one seam or possibly two maximum. Then press your seams open before you move on. Now, doesn't that look lovely with a rounded top? And then all you would do there, John, either you could needle turn it, to be honest with you, I think it's easy enough just by eye to turn 1/4 of an inch.
Would you do this when the whole circle is put together?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes you would. And just carefully turn that edge over by 1/4 of an inch and press it. I need to give this a little, we haven't got any water in there. Someone's used all the water. Who could have done that? Who could have done that? Did you do that, John?
I don't know,
Did
but
you
somebody
use all
stole
the
my
water
bottle
in
of
my
water,
iron?
so I went to, I don't know.
It's okay, I'll manage.
Are you sure?
I'll manage. There we go. So now that 1/4 of an inch is turned under.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got a curved edge, completely circular.
Oh, yes, we haven't got the pointy bits.
No
Of
points
course,
this
of
time.
course, of course,
It's
yes,
a
yeah.
circle. Same template. So already we've got 3 different ways of using it.
The ruler, yeah,
but then
exactly.
we can do quarters, halves, and full as well. So really, really versatile. Let's just jump back to these blades. So now, when you sew these blades together, you've got a finished edge, this folded edge here, and then you've got raw edges. So, right sides together, make sure you match top and bottom. And then when you come to sew this together, I want you to drop your needle about 1/4 of an inch down from the finished edge. So we're not going to start right at the finished edge.
Oh, okay.
All right? And I'll explain why as I'm doing it. Ooh.
You managed.
Foot pedal's just gone AWOL.
Check out, check out, check out. Lots. You got the ruler in your basket.
So take a stitch forward,
Yeah.
and then reverse back out to the folded
edge.
edge,
And
and
why
then
do
come
you do
back
that?
again. Because we don't want the starting or finishing threads literally at the edge.
Oh, of course, because you have that. Yes, I see what you mean.
Because that's a finished edge. So now when I snip the threads away, there's no little loose thread that's ever going to show.
Of course, yeah.
So once you've done that, quickly set your seam, press your seams open, and then just keep going like that. Make 10 matching pairs and then sew those together.
Also, if there are any fabrics, because obviously we've got the bundles here, all the fabrics are available by the half metre. If you want any of them, just describe it, Kat, and we'll waft the one that you want to see. Because we haven't got time to go through all of them, that's all. I've got some pictures while Stuart fills the iron with water. Hi, John and Stuart, loving the show. Thought you might like to see my take on a Dresden plate I made a few years ago from Irene.
Irene, that's beautiful. I love the appliques.
Yeah, that's lovely. I love the colourway of that one. Let's have a look at our house. Oh, nice and tidy, yeah. Right?
Delish.
Hi, studio. I've used this numerous times. It's so easy to use. Here are a couple of my shots. Photos. I don't know why I said shot.
Look at that rainbow.
Carolyn's up now. The rainbow, but look at the one. Look at the other one. It's like a double.
Yeah. So, fantastic. Carolyn, thank you for reminding me. Make 2 Dresdens and layer them one on top of the other. So this is where you might use just the top portion of the blade, okay? So you're going to make that outer ring. You don't need fabric all the way down to the centre on the outer one.
Oh, no, because that's a waste of fabric.
So make it shorter. Or if you don't, layer them, then trim it back once you've appliqued the smaller Dresden.
I wonder what it would look like if you twisted the inside one so that the point, rather than in line with the big point, was at the seam, on the seam. That could
would
look
look
quite,
awesome.
give it a bit of movement as well.
It would look ace. Well, it would look like this, wouldn't it? If I just position this here, so it would be, we would position them like that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that would work or not, actually. I'm just...
because
the angle would be wrong.
Oh, okay. That could be wide then.
Yeah. Whereas if you... Yeah, I'm not sure.
Depends where you
have
put
to
them,
be
I suppose.
careful.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really cool. Love that. So I've got my blades sewn together there, John.
Yeah.
And we'll just give it a final press. just so it's nice and neat and flat. Everything's opened out at the back. Okay. And that's how to make the Dresden plate.
Yeah, okay. Now, Pat, who you're going to see, said, hello, John and Stuart. I'm now making a quilt with a straight edge blade and I've made it shaped like a fan.
Love it. Yeah, love that. It's really nice. So not doing the point at the top, just turning that curve, but just using five blades. Or you could do half, or you could do a mixture of all of those. So you could have a full Dresden in the centre, you could have a half on each of the 4 sides, quarters in the corner, and then like fan outwards from the centre. There's lots of beautiful variations.
See, because lots of people are thinking, why am I buying a ruler for $22.99 to do one pattern? Stuart's shown you 4 or 5 ideas already, hasn't he? Just from that one ruler.
And do you know, John, over the years, it's actually, I think I'm right in saying that the Dresden is the only speciality ruler that cuts kind of like one thing.
Yeah.
That I've got, but I've used it so many times. At Christmas, I do red poinsettias at Christmas, or Christmas roses.
Yeah.
I do sunflowers in the summer. You can do kind of 1930s style like this one.
Yeah.
It just seems to work. It would work really well with kind of Asian-inspired fabrics as well. It just, African wax prints, you could use solids.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Just amazing, absolutely beautiful. It's so versatile. Of course, it's a traditional block from the 1930s, which is why it's a natural fit with these 1930s inspired fabrics.
Of course. Dawn says, I love a Dresden. I made a few animals with them. A lion's mane, a turtle shell, a butterfly's wing, and a snail shell. It's our Dawn Taylor. Send in pictures, Kat says.
Brilliant.
Send in pictures.
Brilliant. I love that. Just going back in there now with a bit of iron on that curved one that I did. But it's so easy to do, John.
Yeah. Really
easy to do that. So you've lots of variations with your ruler. Now then, once you've made your full fan or your circle or whatever you're doing, the next thing to do is to then place that on your background. I'm just going to talk you through that process.
Yeah.
So what you can do, you can actually see, because I haven't quilted this yet, you can still see, if you look really carefully, my crease lines. So for this one I've done 16.5-inch background squares. Personally, for this project, I don't think there's any need to cut large and trim back. Can you see that little crease mark there? So I folded my 16.5-inch square into 4 and I pressed it so that I had registration lines. I chose to line up the blade.
Right.
And if you line up your blades at 12, 3, 6 and 9, your Dresden cannot be anywhere other than central.
Right, of course, yeah.
If you only line it up with 1 or 2, it could be a bit off.
Yeah.
So check that. The other thing is, of course, when you sew all of those blades together, make sure you're sewing a nice accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance, because you want your Dresden to lay flat.
Yes.
Now, of course, once you place it, you can give it a little steam, a little bit of a tweak, just to make sure it's lovely and flat. And that shouldn't be difficult, really. And then pin it. Now, pin every single blade. I pinned at the 12, 3, 6 and 9 first of all, pinning outwards. And then I went in and I put a pin at every single blade to hold it still. Just towards the end.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is applique that Dresden to the background. Now there's various different options when you come to stitch it down. You can use a zigzag, you can use a blanket stitch, you could sew it down by hand if you prefer. I did a straight stitch, so
on the machine?
Yep, straight stitch on the machine. I went about 1/8 inch in from the edge or less, and I just very carefully sewed to the point, needle down, pivot, and sew down, needle down, pivot. So literally up, down, all the way around the outside edge.
Did you put any Bondweb or anything on the back?
No need for Bondweb. You just pin it up, because remember, Bondweb is there to secure a raw edge. We've got folded edges all the way around. It's all neat. So this is perfect if you're making a quilt for a bed that's going to go in and out the washing machine. This is nice and secure. So you've sewn all that down. The next thing is that circle.
Okay, before you do
So
that,
let's do that.
Julianne says, Stuart, you make it look so easy.
It's easy.
And Dawn Taylor, you should know the email address. Charlie, coming for that? studio@sewingstreet.com. studio@sewingstreet.com.
Oops.
Right.
Now then, that circle. Now, your Creative Grids Dresden ruler comes with a circle template, okay? So, when you come to cut out your circle, you can rotary cut around this. Now, I would recommend one of the smaller sized rotary
Yeah,
cutters
we just had it in the last
to
hour,
cut
yeah.
out. Yeah, I definitely recommend a small rotary cutter for doing that. 28mm or smaller. Don't try and use your 45mm. But you could just as easily mark that with a friction pen or a pencil and then cut it out with scissors. Now, this circle will cover easily the centre hole that's made when you use your strip right to the bottom. However, you can be creative. You can change that if you want.
Well, I was going to say yours look
Mine
a
are
lot
a bit
bigger than that,
larger.
yeah.
I'll show you the difference in size.
Yeah.
So if I hold mine on the centre, so mine's about an inch bigger on all sides. And that was just a creative decision I made.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I wanted to do, but didn't quite have time, was I wanted to buy some rick-rack, and I wanted to sandwich rick-rack around the outside, under it. Yeah, which I think would look super cute.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's my method. Well, I'm going to show you two methods for doing the circle.
Excellent.
Right, so the first one is to turn the edges of the fabric.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to grab a bit of fabric.
Just seeing what you have for your breakfast.
Okay.
He has Waitrose malted wheat somethings.
Yep, mini malted wheat.
Mini malted wheat.
Yeah. Now then, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this circle out of fabric. So I've cut my circle the finished size that I want.
Right,
And
okay.
I've cut that out of cereal box. Now you could use Mylar template plastic.
Yeah.
If you've got some, but don't use ordinary template plastic because we're going to iron it and it'll just melt.
Okay, right, yeah,
You all right?
Or if you've got the Anna Maria Horner template, she's got circles of all different sizes like this, which you can iron over the top of as well.
Awesome. So I'm just cutting around and I'm adding 1/4 inch seam allowance by eye.
Right.
Now this is my favourite method for preparing appliques that I'm going to applique by machine, but that I want a turned edge on. So for example, if I'm making a bed quilt, I really don't want bonder webbed edges.
No.
Because unless they're satin stitched, they will fray at some point if you wash them. Right, so I've got ordinary spray starch.
Right, from the supermarket.
From the supermarket. And I'm going to spray it directly into a little dish. Okay, little ramekin. Don't spray it into the cap, because the caps have a hole in them. It's tiny, but all your starch will run out. Okay. So once you've done that, you are going to use just a paintbrush, nothing fancy, and you're going to paint your seam allowance. Okay?
With the starch?
With the starch.
You do realise you're going to mark that brand new pressing mat.
Am I bothered? Am I bothered though?
Yeah, all right then.
That's what they're for, isn't it, to use?
Yeah.
Things get dirty.
Yeah.
Right, so once you've done that, start by ironing your cardboard, because we want to dry that off. If we've got any wet edges on our cardboard, they're going to start to distort.
Right.
So I've ironed my cardboard. I'm also just going to run the iron lightly over my circle, just to get rid of that sort of real wetness.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to put my template back down on top and grab my iron. Now I'm happiest using a mini iron to do this, like a little travel iron.
Yeah.
But I'll show you can do it just as well with your large iron. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing and I'm pulling in the edge of my circle, the edge of my fabric, and I'm pulling it onto the cardboard. Can you see?
Yeah.
And I'm pressing it onto the cardboard. Now, obviously it's starch, it's not glue, so it's not going to stick as such, but that bit of starch will control the fabric to such an extent that it kind of does stick to the cardboard. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating a perfect circle, perfectly turned edges. This is the method I use for doing things like Rob Peter to Paypal, melon seed quilts, all kinds of things. I even use this to create faux drunkard's path.
Right.
So all the way round, okay? Okay, circle's all turned. So then I'm just going to flip it over. You can see there perfectly smooth edges, and just run the iron over that. Oh, that one's popped out.
Oh.
Now, if you find there's any point where you've got a little fold or you're not happy with how it looks, just grab your paintbrush, re-moisten that area, and then go back in with your iron and have another go. And if you really mess it up, you can take the whole thing off, press it flat, and just have another go. Okay, so once that's done and it's cooled, you can then just lift your cardboard template out. We've now got perfect turned edges, no raw edges on the outside. My template can be used a gazillion times, and that now can be placed over the hole, and again pinned in place, and then it's just a straight stitch really close to the edge. How easy was that?
Brilliant. Jo Carter, when she does that, she doesn't use the starch, but she puts tin foil around hers.
Right.
And I presume the heat, then you iron it, so I presume the heat from the tin foil gives you that really, really sharp edge as well.
Yeah, it's there's different methods to
I've
achieve
never
the
seen
same
that. I
thing.
never realised to do the starch. The starch is brilliant because as you press it, because you use starch on collars and things like that, it gives you that sharpness.
Gives you that really firm
so
edge.
you're going to get a really, really sharp, clean edge with yours.
That's right, and it won't bounce back either. It will hold there, even if you leave that in a humid room.
And a lot of cottons, you can press it down, use as much steam, and eventually bits of it will pop back. Got a couple more photos to show you before we go.
Oh,
Pat Bailey.
That's lovely,
That's
Pat.
gorgeous. Love the... Oh, I made this for my daughter's 50th from Pauline.
That's
Pauline,
gorgeous.
look old enough to have a daughter of 50, Pauline. I love those colours. I love that lime green. That's nice, yeah. Oh, look.
Cute.
Morning, just discovered the channel, loving it. Great demonstration, Stuart. Enclose a picture of my first Dresden plate cushions for my garden chairs. Oh, not
Really
perfect.
lovely.
You inspired me to try again, from Sue. Doesn't matter that they're not perfect, they're gorgeous, Sue.
And also, as well, Sue, thanks for reminding us, beautiful, machine embroidery, hoop it, machine embroider, then cut out for your circle. So you can feature machine embroideries. Love that idea.
Yeah. Is there another one to say? Oh, that's it. Dawn's haven't arrived yet then. Okay. Let's Stuart, carry on.
So we've now appliqued our Dresden.
Yeah.
And we've also appliqued our circle over the centre. And of course, don't forget that if you wanted to do a double circle in the centre or a triple circle, just cut out a smaller circle and then applique that over the top.
Oh, I've got another idea.
Go for it.
Okay, so you get 2 layers of your cotton.
Yeah.
And you machine it right sides together, so the back and the front, and turn it through, so the back and front, and then you only have to stitch it with a button through the middle, and then it'll be a 3D.
Oh, nice.
That's not this one. You'd have to sew that one down.
Yep.
If you do the smaller one inside, and then it doesn't matter if it comes away because it's bagged out, so you've got your no raw edges there anyway.
Love that idea. So that's the other method that you can use if you want to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So 2 layers of fabric, but personally I would recommend 1 layer of fabric, 1 layer of lightweight fusible interfacing. Fusible. Put the fabric so that the right side of your fusible interfacing, the glue side is against the right side of your fabric.
Do not get your iron
Do not get your iron anywhere near it. Sew round the outside, 1/4 of an inch, cut a cross or a slit through the interfacing, turn it through, bag it out. Now the fusible is on the back of your circle. So now place it over your Dresden, iron it in place. You don't even need to pin it.
No, because you're ready to stitch it, aren't you?
They are.
Brilliant.
They are.
Yeah.
So, next thing I want to show you is the finishing. So again, I've gone to the 1930s for inspiration, and these 9-patch sashings were all the rage in the 1930s. You see a lot of 1930s quilts with this on. Really easy to make. little tip here from me, someone who has all the fabric I could possibly want, but I still won't waste it, John.
No.
I still won't waste it. So lots of these sashing strips are pieced.
Oh, are they?
They're pieced because I needed 16.5-inch lengths.
Yeah.
I can't get 3 of those out of one strip of fabric.
Right.
Except I can if I'm happy to join them, and I am happy to join them. So I joined strips together, and no, I've thrown it somewhere else now. It doesn't matter, don't worry.
You sure?
All I did was diagonal seams. I just did diagonal. Can you see here?
Them there. Yeah.
Little diagonal seam here and here. But when you do diagonal seams, always press them open. And really, can we see that? Could we not? I don't want to buy an extra half metre just for the sake.
We can't see it, that's the whole point.
We can't see it.
Charlie's going, yep, I can see it.
Yep, I can see that. Thank you, Charlie. Just keep quiet now. So for your sashings, 1.5-inch strip, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. 2 of the brightly coloured, 1 of the white.
Right.
Or you could flip it and have 2 white and 1 red through the centre. It's up to you. Okay, so you're going to make a bunch of those. I like to make them at 17 inches.
Right.
Gives me a bit of wiggle room when I'm lining up the ends, and then I'll trim it down to 16.5 inches for my sashings.
Brilliant.
And then I need to make some cornerstones, the little 9 patches. Now these are 3-inch finished.
Right.
So what I've done here is I've done some mini strip pieced units.
Are they the same size as the sashing?
Exactly right.
Oh, okay.
So 1.5-inch strips, and I've made some that are too dark and a light, and some that are too light and a dark. I need double the amount, because I'm going to use the white on the outside edges.
Yeah.
So I've sewn them, I've pressed them, and then I'm just going to trim these down, and I want 1.5-inch, thank you, 1.5-inch subsections. So if you've never done strip piecing before, this is what it's all about. Instead of sewing lots of little squares together, sew strips and then subcut. Now, whenever I'm trimming a strip pieced unit, I'm not just lining up this side edge with my clean-up cut. I'm making sure that a line on my ruler matches the top, the bottom, and if possible, on a good day,
on the
piecing in the centre as well. Then I know that I'm keeping everything straight and true. Now, as you're going along a strip pieced unit, don't be surprised if you find that at some point your edge isn't lining up. It's gone very slightly wonky. Flip it around, do another clean-up cut, and then continue.
Right.
So we'll.
So like you do when using your stripology, every so often
you just need
do a
to straighten up.
Yeah,
exactly. You just need to straighten up your
Don't
act.
send the pictures, Kat.
And then I'm going to do just one of the strip pieced units from this edge. And again, sometimes if there's a little bit of a kind of rough edge, I'll cut the right hand and then flip it around and cut again, just to get a really nice, accurate unit. Okay, so I've got my pieces for my 9 patch now. There they are. And I'm just going to sew these together.
Brilliant. Look at Dawn's pictures while you're doing that. Here they are. That's Dawn. That's the butterfly wings.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I can't
Really
figure it out.
lovely.
Oh, I see. Yes, I can see it now. I can see it now. Couldn't see it. Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. Is that a rabbit on the little one? That's a bunny rabbit on the little one, and a butterfly on the big one.
I discovered a
Dawn's
bunny,
back in soon, I think, isn't she?
I discovered a bunny rabbit horde family living at the farm yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, I found their little holes where they're running in and out. They're no bother. They're no bother.
no.
They're not doing any harm.
I said yesterday it was like, you know the scene in Cinderella where all the animals and the birds all flying to make her dress?
Yeah.
It was like that because I came out the end of my road and there were 2 little I call them reindeers, they're not reindeers. 2 little deers, 2 baby deers.
Yeah.
And then a bit further on there were a couple of foxes and there were loads of rabbits running everywhere and all the birds would be. But when you're the first to leave the village in the morning, it looks like all the birds sleep on the middle of the road. Because you can pull out onto the main road. If you're the first, well, not main road, the road of the village, right? And you're the first person, they're all like that.
John, you're literally living in a Lewis and Irene fabric, aren't you?
I am. Except the sheep last night were talking all night long.
Oh, they do.
All night. They chat. There's a pond or a lake in the garden behind me, right? And they go under the trees at night time, and it's like they have a mother's meeting. And that's right by my bedroom window. They're like chattering away all night long. Anyway.
So there's our 9 patch all made. And then you can see how when you come to sew these together, those are going to fit.
Oh, perfect.
And that's our sashing, and that's how it all works.
Lovely.
So that's cool. Now, I did promise if there was time that I would show you how to do a mitered border.
Yes, please.
Do you have time for that?
Is that okay, Kat? That's fine.
Okay,
Dawn's in on the 1st of June. 1st of June. I don't know who you're with, Dawn, because we haven't had our June rota yet.
Okay. So when we want to do a mitered border, the Tim Holtz quilt had a mitered border. Mitered borders look awesome, especially if you use a striped fabric and the stripes going this way.
Yeah.
Because then when it miters, all the lines come together and it just looks really smart. So what you're going to do for a mitered border, you need to have overhang, and we're not used to overhang on borders.
No.
But you need a bit more than the width of the strip you're using overhanging. So do you see what I've got here? If I shunt this over very slightly, do you see I've got this overhang in the corner? Now this is a mock-up, because if I was doing the whole thing, I'd also need that overhang down here as well to do the corner. But I want you to imagine this is just the corner of a quilt. And this is what I need to be able to see when I'm kind of laying them down. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is lay our first border down, and you can use a marking pen or a marking tool or something like that, biro. And what you're going to do, you're just going to measure in 1/4 of an inch. You can use your ruler or do it by eye and put a little dot there in that corner. Okay, I would use a pencil. Then 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, John. We're going to start sewing from the dot.
Right.
Okay. And we're going to sew a couple of stitches forward, and then we're going to reverse back to the dot, but no further, and then sew. And what you'll do is you'll sew that border on, and you'll finish 1/4 of an inch before the end as well.
Because you'll mark the dot at that end as well,
That's exactly what you do. Right. So I've done that. And I'm just going to, I can do a little crease there. Just to, there's my border and there's my overhang. Right, so I'll just move that out of the way. Now I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. And this time my overhang needs to be down this end. Okay, so again, I'm just going to pop my little dot cord. I mean, you can actually feel it there because there's the edge of the fabric.
Of course,
so almost you're just going to sew down to the bump.
Yeah, but it's good to mark, because when you go under the machine, you can't exactly see it. And you've got a dot to aim for.
That's right. It's there's no reason why we shouldn't mark seam allowances on all our patches if it helps us to achieve the accuracy we want.
Well, on dressmaking, you mark every seam in. Do you know what I mean? It's like you draw every line in, don't you?
There you go. Right. So I've got those now. I've got my 2 borders sewn on with that little 1/4 of an inch gap at the corner. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this border to border. So I'm folding on this kind of diagonal, if you like. So I'm folding, and look, it makes this lovely little triangle down there. Okay, and I've got my edges of my fabric together. And make sure everything's nice and neat. Okay, next up, you're going to grab your ruler. Just an ordinary rotary cutting ruler is fine. And I'm going to lay this, and what I'm doing is I'm lining up the edge of my ruler with that fold. So this should be a 45-degree angle. Now, if you want to be really sort of tip-top about this, you can lay the 45-degree line along the edge. But, I'm going to trust that this is right. Now, I'm using a biro. Don't use a biro at home, but it's the nearest marking tool. All right? And this is my sewing line that I'm marking. I'm going to grab a couple of pins just to hold everything in place while I sew. Okay, and then I'm going to sew on that line. And again, I want to stop 1/4 of an inch before I get to the end. Okay. And I would really recommend, if you ever want to do a mitered border on a quilt, do something small first. Have a little practice.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Practice the method. And then when you're happy with it, but the great thing is with this border is that you don't start cutting anything off until you've opened it out, checked it.
Oh, yes.
You're 100% happy with what you've done. Okay. So I've sewn on that line and I stopped at the dot as well, which I can clearly see there. And now when I open this up, and I'm just going to open that border fabric open, just so it'll lay flat, just for now. And I'm checking my work. And oh,
What have you done?
you couldn't make it up, could you? I love the way. Just can you see that? Yeah. Okay, give me back my head. But that, okay, is a mitered border. So I'm just going to give that a press. Directional fabrics are brilliant for mitered corners, but you do have to choose the placement quite carefully.
Yes.
But that's what you've got there. So you've got that lovely mitered corner. It's ever so smart.
Some people will find that easier than doing the, kind of a lot of the other, kind of things that you can do. That's a really, because it's really, really sharp and neat, isn't it?
It's really sharp and neat. And then what you're just going to go in with a pair of scissors. It's all been about using scissors today, hasn't it? And you're just going to trim off that extra fabric. Obviously, if you weren't happy with how your mitre had turned out, don't cut anything off, unpick it, have another go.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm just going to press that corner back out.
Yeah.
And then it will sit really flat. Okay, so I've just pushed that corner back out. And there it is. There's my mitered corner.
Fabulous.
How cool's that?
It's very neat as well.
Thank you.
You're very talented, Stuart Hillard.
Thank you, very kind. There we go.
Gorgeous.
All right, done. Don't be afraid of
But
mitering.
not even for just quilts. Like Kat has this thing about she gets a piece of fabric and she stretches it over a thing, puts it in a frame and everything.
Yeah.
If you had a favourite piece of fabric, you could do like almost like when you take a painting to the framers and they make the cardboard round the outside.
Absolutely.
Do it in the fabric and that would look gorgeous.
Yeah, it does look ace. And the other thing you can do is to sew 3 fabrics together. So maybe like a dark, a light and a dark, sew them together, offset the ends so you don't waste fabric, so short, longer, and then mitre that as those 3 borders as one.
Oh yes.
Just match them up carefully.
Yeah.
That looks gorgeous.
Thank you, Stuart. Last time you showed us how to do a mitre corner, never able to do. No. Thank you, Stuart. Last time you showed how to do a mitre corner, never able to do one before. So happy I managed it. I cried my heart out from Diana.
I want to give you a big hug. That is so cute. But sometimes it just feels like, I could never do that. We look at things and we think, could never do that. And actually the process is quite simple. Yeah. Just practice with scrap fabric first.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Right, I've got some more pictures for you, a roundup. Here they are. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
I made this table runner for my aunt from Vivienne. I love the fact that, that's brilliant.
It's really cool.
Look at the legs.
Yeah.
Vivienne, that's gorgeous.
Check out the lallies.
Yeah. In the process of making my main cushion for my late dad's ties, have to make 4 altogether from Mary.
Love that.
Oh, that's lovely as well because they'll be on the bias.
Beautiful.
Hello, finally finished my first quilt, double-sided. Get you, Christine in Cricklewood. Couple of thousands of pieces. Wish I had my Gemini back when I started. Loving the show from Christine. Oh, love that,
Beautiful.
Christine. Because there's your 9 patch that you've just done.
That's
and your Dresden plate, yeah.
That's right. What you can see there in Christine's Dresden, they're not all 20 segments. So this is bigger than 18 degrees.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe 30 degrees, I'm not sure. But
look at the way she's done the colours. She's done 2 tartan, 2 red and 2 blue together in each of the circles.
They
And
look
that
really
one on the
cool,
left-hand
don't
side
they?
there,
Yeah.
Have you got a torch by your bed, Christine? Is that a torch or is it a slimline
phone?
It's a phone.
It's a phone.
Anyway, thank you. Gorgeous. That's fantastic. Please check out. Right, Stuart's shown you how many different ways. It's not just a ruler that you can just use once and then you can use it in so many different ways. And you get both of these. Kat would add it to the front of her bag. Here she goes. She's not had any coffee today either. She sent me a text yesterday going, I can't believe it, I've just been to the shop and the shop's got no coffee. We were like, Anna and I were like, well, that's a rubbish supermarket. She said she lives next to Morrison's. They must have loads of coffee. She meant her really strong, in a carton, guzzle back during the show coffee. That's what she meant. 22, it could be doing the world of good now having that today. $22.99. $22.99. Bundles. Oh, the red's the most popular. Red's the most popular. So all of the fabrics have been run through. So if you want to buy the half metre off the bolt, you can do. They're no longer on pre-order, they're on show deals. This is the red, oh there you go, that's the red bundle. You get the red drawing, the red strawberries, the red writing, the red flowers, and the pink and red pinwheel. That beautiful red print there, and you get the pink one you just saw Stuart using, and you get the panel for $59.99. Check out your baskets. You've got that in your basket, please check out. That's the red one. Then next popular, green next. So in the green one, you get the signature fabric. Brand new today, You've got your pinwheels there. You've got your strawberries there. You've got your writing there. You've got that, I love that one. Beautiful flat. That, a summer dress made that would be beautiful, like a button-through shirt waister. Then you've got your drawing one. Then you've got your floral one. Then you've got your panel, $59.99. Brand new today. Brand spanking new today. And then last but not least, we've got the mustardy gold one, where it's a mixture of all sorts of the colours, isn't it? Because you've got the writing. They call it pink, they or we? Upstairs it's called it pink, right? Okay. So then you've got the flowers. Then you've got that lovely soft gold. Then you've got that very dramatic flower. Then you've got your pinwheel. Then what, Kat? Then you've got the people on white, little girls on white. Then you've got the strawberries on the gold. And then you've got the panel on the pink. That's where they've taken it from, look. All of that one is a bright bubblegum pink, that one. $59.99. Brilliant. Right, Stuart will be back in an hour's time, but not for an hour. I'll see you in 4 minutes.
Hello, my name is Mark Francis and I'm a guest designer right here on Sewing Street. You may have seen me before. I don't know whether anybody has maybe tuned into the Great British Sewing Bee, but I was there for Series 6 reaching the quarterfinals. I'm now here on Sewing Street on your screens, bringing you my very favourite sewing patterns for men, women and children for dressmaking and tailoring. So you can fill your stash and your collection with my very favourite fabrics and sewing patterns, including my very own range right here, exclusive to Sewing Street. Something you may not know about me. Now let's have a think. A lot of this has been covered on the Sewing Bee, but I am a Blue Peter badge winner. I know. I haven't worn it in a while. Slightly too old to get into Warwick Castle these days wearing it. But you never, do I pass for 16? I don't know. Possibly not anymore. And I'm also, hence the piano, a pianist I've been playing since the age of 7, when my school teacher at the time taught me, a little under duress from my mother because he thought I would be terrible. Turned out I wasn't. But there we go. Such is life. You never know until you give it a go. Have I just invented a new catchphrase? I don't know. You never know until you give it a go. Caption across the screen, please. Thank you very much. So do join me, popping up on your screens on here on Sewing Street, to bring you my very favourite sewing patterns and fabrics from across the range, including my very own range of sewing patterns from Sew Mark Francis, including this very Turlo shirt. More to come on a regular basis, so do keep tuned for that.
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task. And sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. Full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and enjoyable as possible. Not only will they take your order, they'll also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33. In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 73 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in to our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 till 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So, you never have to spend a minute without us.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos, and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media, and pick up some top tips from us too. Sewing Street have our very own app. You can now watch and shop from anywhere. Simply download the app from your app store onto your smartphone or tablet, then log in or create an account, and you're done. You can watch us live from anywhere, browse all our recently played items and pre-orders so you never miss out on any show deals, and message the studio to say hello at any time. And remember, you can check out as many times as you want and only pay 1 P&P all day. Lynn says she does her mited corners the same way as Stuart did. It looked so easy, made it look so easy, didn't they? Right, now this hour, we got fabric bundles. Now, sometimes it's not like a fabric bundle like you expect. Like this is a bundle because it's 2 half meters already together, so it's a bundle of a metre. We're not crashing on anything apart from one of them. Just so you know, we're not crashing on anything apart from one. So this, 100% cotton, is it a poplin? It feels like a poplin. Yeah, it's a poplin, this. So the bundle is 1 metre of fabric. Look, that's your bundle. Right, now people who are buying 4 or 5 of this, they're already cut. They're already cut. So if you bought 5 of those, they're already cut. You will get 5 pieces, each a metre. You won't get it. So opposite to the lady on the Facebook page this week. This one, they're already, everything we've got like this, everything is already cut, right? So this, you will get 1 metre if you buy one of those for $5.98. But if you bought 2, you'd get 2 of them. If you bought 5, you'll get 5 bags, each with one of these in them. There you go, it's lovely, isn't it? I must be playing heck with the camera. Bit stroby, it's nice though, isn't it? It's good, what? What would you use it for? Your table would only have to be that big though, wouldn't it? Napkins. Where's your blue? Would you then paint some blue on it? Or applique? Applique people's names on their serviettes. Oh yeah, now somebody messaged in yesterday. No, not messaging in, on my Facebook Live yesterday somewhere. Do you think it's too early to put my Jubilee things up? No, it's never too early. Never too early. Where are we? What date is it now? 16th, and it's the 3rd of June, isn't it? Not far away. That's lovely quality. Can I say, does it say poplin in the Rose and Hubble? It's a poplin, that one. You're saving £2. Should have been $7.98. It's £2. £2 saving, £2. Saving £2, just said that, saving. Blue and white stripe. Now this is much wider stripe. Now you see what you could do is if you are doing your red, white and blue bunting, I'd mix that and that together. I'd mix those two together. Are you going back on anything, Kat, or can Michael start packing away straight away? Okay, so I'll chuck them down that end and you can start packing away straight away. £5.98, this is for a metre. You're saving £2. It's exactly the same weight as the red one. It's just got a wider strip. Oh yeah, that's yarn bombing. That's called yarn bombing. Yeah. £5.98. £2 saving. I like that, but it does remind me of... No, when I was younger, there was a shop that had paper bags with this blue and white stripe. But what? Oh, yeah, making gift bags for Jubilee. I did ever so well on my yard sale yesterday, by the way. Yeah. So in the village, we have, every year, we have where everyone... It's not a yard sale, it's a drive sale. You put a table up in your drive and everything. And I wasn't there because I was here, obviously. So I set it all up nicely. And then John and Chris next door did it. And I said, oh, just donate anything. Just donate anything. It's fine. And Chris was like, no, because you couldn't buy this for less than £20. Anyway, all the money's going to the Warwickshire Air Ambulance. But I made £50. I know. I was quite chuffed. It was only for 3 hours in the morning. Right, next. Foxes. Foxes on yellow. You won't be doing that one. It's in a year's time. It'll be next May. Right, this is cute. Now, can you hear like a radio or something? Then stop now. It sounded like somebody had a radio on. Right, so what have I got here? 1.5 metres. Oh, 1.5 metres of this one. Foxes, you're saving £5. Right, look at this. Because it's wide, it's lovely. 1.5 metres you get of this one. Beautiful for a tablecloth. I'm thinking tabards for children, if they're going painting or something like that. I just think bags. Be good for bag making, that, wouldn't it? 1.5 metres of that. Beautiful. Now, it's always popular, and we've taken £5 off. Yeah. Oh no, it's brilliant. 1.5 metres and you're saving £5. £9.97. Under £10, that lovely big bit of fabric. Oh, here we go. He's coming in now. I know what he's going to ask because the number on the fabric isn't going to be the same as the number on his bag. £9.97. £9.97. The code's on the fabrics, they just need to go in bags. Oh, okay. £9.97. Beautiful, moving on. Okay, what's next? Yeah, now I had this recently. I love this, yeah. Because it comes in black and white as well, doesn't it? Yeah, it's nice, this one. Comes in black and white as well. We've only got it in the blue and the white today. Danish design. It's lovely, isn't it? It's my birthday. It's my birthday day. What a lovely morning. My two favourite men. Peter Ustinov was Poirot, but surely John's too old. I'm 10 years ahead. Joy, I did the David Suchet's TV series. I did series 3 and 4. 3 and 4 I did. This is beautiful, look. Now, this is £11.97. This is 1.5 metres. You're saving £3. £3. Was it Tesco's did blue and white stripes, Joanne? Was it? What, paper bags? No, these were definitely paper bags. I think it was Quaint Ways where you used to get your broken biscuits. I'm going back to the early 60s now. £11.97. £3 saving. 100% cotton. How wide is it? Let's have a look. Let me have a feel of it. Right, that's a quilting weight. That's lovely. Imagine that as your borders on something. Lovely, isn't it? It's already pre-cut to me to have, so if you buy 2, you'll get 2 pieces of fabric. Lovely, I like that one. Yep. Hang on, there you go, that one's for Michael. Right, powder blue poplin, spot. Again, saving £3 on this one. Is this a Rose and Hubble? £8.97. You're saving £3 again. Saving £3. I know these would be brilliant just having your stash, wouldn't they? And if you're making a small like lap quilt, I wonder if a metre and a half would be big enough to as a backing. Be quite nice, wouldn't it? Oh, these are limited now, this bundle. Limited. Cotton poplin, spots on powder. Oh, they're nearly all in baskets. If you want it, you need to check out. Right, now, remember, you can check out your basket as many times as you like. You only pay 1p and p. So if you're thinking, put it in my basket, you might be thinking, I want to see what else is coming up. But please be careful with that one, because there's almost the same amounts we've got are in baskets. So if everyone checks out, it'll suddenly go. Beautiful. And of course, everyone who buys something, your name will go in the May Day prize draw. Today's winner will get 13 Tula Pink Fat Quarters in the black and white. Are you really confused? Oh. And the graphics have gone out of that one. You all right? Right, next. Right, now this is the one we're crashing. You told me we were. Natural seeded Osnaburg, fantastic for red work, fantastic for back of quilts, fantastic as a base fabric. It's beautiful, this. So, you get 1.5 metres. Right, hang on, 1.5 metres for £7.49. That was a good price anyway. And why are you going to crash it then? Beautiful. £6.50 for your 1.5 metres. Messaging out. Oh, maybe it was Woolworths in the pick and mix. I don't think I was allowed pick and mix. That was too expensive for us. There's a pick and mix by the till in my local Tesco's, but I always see the little kids all with their hands in there, and I think, I'm not sure if I want those. Right, so the next one you're looking for, Michael, is ISXC51. Thanks. So you're welcome. He's not coming back again, is he? Hi, John. Can I get the Rose and Hubble fabric in one piece? So I want 3 metres. No, Cheryl. It comes in... have we got it on... which Rose and Hubble do you mean, first of all? And we can see if we got available, but it might not be at the reduced price. That's the only trouble. You can buy it by the 1/2 metre off the bot. Well, we'll see if you can, but it won't be at the reduced price. The reduced price are just these pieces that we got here. So if you want 3 metres, you'd have to, I suppose, buy 2. Was it a 1.5 metre bundle that? You'd have to buy 2, but it would come in 2 pieces. Anyway, £6.50. There's a flurry on the phone lines. I wonder what that's for. Is it the Osnaburg cross stitch? It's very good for cross stitch as well. Loads in baskets. I don't know how much each person... Oh, yeah, I do. 18 of these are hanging in baskets at the moment. I did what? No, or did I? No. What it is I forgot because I thought it was off. Because normally, if you're coming in to buy fabric off the bolt, we see that there's a customer on the line or somebody, but we don't see how much you've put in your basket till you've checked out. You see, but different on this. Well, unless the... Okay, it's 13 baskets, only 20 left. So you need to check out. And I don't know, some people might have multi-bought. That's what I was trying to say. So we can't tell if people are multi-bought. Yeah, it does come pre-cut though, if you're multi-bought. Right, are you right? You got that number in your head? Yeah, you. What? This is a bundle. And it's vinyl, is it? So, I've never seen this before. So, bag making, brilliant. Now you get 1/2 metre of the yellow. I'll show you how wide it is, look. Ouch. It's ouch, that. Right, so you get 1/2 metre of the yellow, you get 1/2 metre of the navy blue, you get 1/2 metre of the powder blue, you get 1/2 metre of the elephant grey, and you get 1/2 metre of the cream, or ecru. So you buy all of those, you get 1/2 metre of each, and you're saving £3. £21.95. It's got like a polyester backing, I imagine. I haven't seen this before, so I just couldn't tell you. It's not PU. It's not PU, is it? Yeah, it's like a vinyl. Like a 1960s vinyl. You're paying £4.39 for each of those. A lot of noise going on. I think it's because I'm used to doing weekends. I'm not used to being on Monday when everyone's in the office. £21.95. Loads, you got that in your basket. So the bag you're looking for now is BP6643. It'll be a big bag because they all go in the same bag together. Right, next. Linen. Now, is this a bundle? Oh, how lovely is this? So you get 1/2 metre of each. So don't be thinking dressmaking. I wonder what you'd use it for then. Bag making, I suppose. Oh, you did you had it in a show. They did patchwork. Was it Cara? And what was it called? Korean patchwork. I've never seen, apparently all the seams are on the outside, is that right? Oh. Anyway, you get all of this. You get 1/2 metre of your navy, 1/2 metre of your duck egg, 1/2 metre of your chartreuse, 1/2 metre of your silver, 1/2 metre of your peppermint, I imagine, 1/2 metre of your, is that called teal? 1/2 metre of your mustard and 1/2 metre of your white. So you get 1/2 metre of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4 metres. Enzyme washed linen, 1/2 metre each. Now remember, they're already cut. So if you buy 2, you will get 2 bags of blue, 2 bags of pale blue, 2 bags of the green, like that. It's already cut. Okay. Why didn't you put it in there in the first place? Oh, she's so given up, hasn't she? Kat thinks that's more pleasing on the eye. Okay, so go. Okay then. So which order will you go on then, Kat? Right. There you go. So she was almost saying mine was completely wrong. She moved 1. $49.99. Really beautiful. This is to work with. But you're just getting 1/2 metre of each. Be nice for like a very rough applique, like a raw edge applique. So you're looking now for GC6634. Have I what? Yeah. Gemma Collins isn't in Sewing Bee. Oh, I'm very confused. No. Anyway, let's move on. You all right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's good, it's good. Bumbleberries. Now, why do we leave one bumbleberry back there then? Okay. So, bumbleberry in grey. Oh my word, that's metallic. Bumbleberry in orange. Bumbleberry in teal. Bumbleberry in off-white. And bumbleberry in the soft blue. Ready? $29.95. You're getting £5 off. I was going to say, I've never seen that one before. And which other one's new? The teal. Yeah. What it is Lewis and Irene introduced, they've got a huge bumbleberry range, but each year they add new colours to it to go with the collections that they've got that year coming out. $29.95. Which one did you buy? No, in that case, no. $29.95. Gorgeous. You're saving £5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fabrics there. I know you're loving this one. Right now, I know it sounds a lot, but there's less than 30, but there's an awful lot you got in your basket. But $5.95 a half metre, that works out at 99. Saving £5 on that whole bundle. Remember, if you multiply, they're already cut. They are already cut. No. I've still got... No, I haven't. I've got nothing. SX66 something, that one was. I've got what? What's Charlie talking about? Oh, no, I haven't. Tim Holtz. I've not seen this one either. No. Warm Croc, this is called. In the brown. In the indigo. In the green. Who's all that noise? Charlie, open the door and tell him to shut up. No, do. You do. Look at the red. Go on then. Yeah. Oh, Michael's going because he's got more power than you have, you see. You're such a chicken, Charlie.
Liam. It was Liam.
Munch.
Yes.
It was Munch. Get him in here. Get Munch in here now. Right, what colour? What colour? Bayou? No, what's the number? I have no idea. Well, isn't that funny? I wouldn't have thought that as a bayou. I filmed on the bayou. Right, here we go. That's the green one. Tim Holtz, look at that. Is it croc, yeah? Worn croc. Oh, worn, not warm. Worn. I thought it said warm because I said they're cold-blooded. They're brachythermic, aren't they? Hickory, that'll be a spice. That'll be 80. Oh, that one. Is it? Oh, hickory sauce at the barbecue. There we go. Next one. That one, yeah, moonlit. Moonlit or moonlight? Moonlit, right. That'll be pebble. 60, yeah. Nightfall will be that one. Everglade will be that one. Wild berries, that one. Murky. Murky. So you get all of those. They're $7.99 a half metre. Oh, there's no mention of that. You think, or you know. You do save some money, but we're just working out how much it is. 8. Should be £63.92. I've never seen it. How have we got it back in if I've never seen it? Oh, we made a bag with it with Stuart at Christmas. Never. Right. It was just back in last week. Oh, Christine's off to work now. Thank you for a brilliant show, she says. 19 of those left. If you want them, remember they already cut. EI, Michael, EI6624. Okay. No, he's disappeared. Who are? Oh, so I'm not your friend on Facebook, but he is. Oh, no, it was Instagram. Instagram, I'm not your friend on Instagram, remember? Well, no, because you didn't follow me back. Moda. Oh, yeah, that must be... Is it this? No, they're not boutiques. No, that's boutique there. Yeah, here we go. Oh, now this is lovely because the stars are put on afterwards, right? So the batik fabric goes through. The colour goes right through like you'd expect from a batik. But then the stars are printed on over the top. Look, I'll show you. Look, you see, there's the stars. And then the other side just has the other side of the batik, you see. But they've printed the stars on that side. So this is $38.99. Moda Felicity Batik Stars. Now, how much should it be? Okay, don't worry. Beautiful. Did you put these together, Kat? Beautiful, aren't the colours brilliant? So you're saying Christmas, are you? Charlie can see Christmas. Is it? Oh, yes, I remember that. I didn't know that went with this. Oh. $38.99. HW6608, Michael. Is anyone what? Are you? Kat's getting ahead for Christmas. She's going to get some of these. Of course, she won't be working here at Christmas, so she'll be busy. Oh, you'll all get your own homemade Christmas cards this year. You know what she'll do? She'll when they've made them, the experts have made them. I'll look after these for you. I'll look after these. $38.99. The Osnaburg sold out. Only 3 of the Rose and Hubble the powder blue spot left. 8 of the red thin stripe left now. Very busy, very busy. Who? Oh, is it that one, multicoloured, or is it that one over there? Okay, I've got this one. Right, so these are other. Now you are getting, it's half a metre, isn't it, of each of them? They're just folded differently. Half a metre of each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fabrics, 5 metres, $69.90. Leaf Dance, Tree and Leaf Fabric Bundle. Like that. No, I'm not in the mood. This is gorgeous, this one, look. Now remember, you're getting half metre of each. They're already cut. So if you buy 2 bundles, upside down. Primary school? What kind of primary school did you go to? Was it here or in India? Okay. £69.90. Beautiful, isn't it? I don't know which one. I love that one there. I think that's beautiful, that one. No, they're trees. It's a forest. I don't think it's got... I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. You should never hold a sneeze in. Bad for your pelvic girdle. Which one do you like best? That one? Or that one? That one. It's Cat's favourite. This is all your pelvic girdle here. No. The bones, your pelvic girdle. I've told you that one's my favourite. Michael's concentrating. Which is your favourite, Michael?
The multicoloured one, I like that. Very retro.
Which one? That one?
That one.
Oh, he likes that one. Michael likes that one. You've not met Michael. Well, you'll know Michael because you'll have seen him on Jewellery Maker and things like that. £69.90. So that one is HQ6603.
You mean this one here?
That one there. Oh, you're one ahead of me now. Oh, well, I'll leave it be now. Tiny Tunes by Dan Morris. Oh, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Might you? Might you? Right, anyway, £69.90, you get this. These are Dan Morris, look, musical. Oh, I wonder if Derek's watching. Oh, actually, he's not messaged in today, is he? Oh, no, he messaged in right at the beginning. Might be at school today, yeah, of course. I'm the least musical. I love musicals, but I'm the least. I don't understand how. Oh, thank you. I don't understand how somebody can look at a sheet of music and then go like and put that to that. Or, but I did go to see the Birmingham Philharmonic Orchestra with Jane Greenough. We went on date night last week, or the week before, and we had such a lovely time. I can't tell you. Right, okay, so there's the blue musical instruments. That's the aubergine musical instruments. That's the teal. Oh! Now, Kat.
Oh.
How many should there be here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've put that one in twice. So you get that one twice, do you?
Are there 11 in there?
Yeah.
Are they the same code?
Oh, no?
Let me check.
No. Their fabric's the same, but they're different codes. Maybe we'll see in a minute. You might get 2 of those. What are they in the picture then? So what's missing in the hang on, what's missing in the picture? Right, hang on, let's have a look then. So that's the top right. That's that one that was just pulled out. That's the blue. Oh no, I haven't got that blue swirly one. I haven't got that blue swirly one. Yeah. Oh, okay, so you see the second one along on the top right, second one along on the top, you'll get that one, not 2 of those, right? So I was just trying to recreate. Can I see that picture again, Charlie? Sorry. So I want the black swirls there. I'm just going to check the rest of it's right now. Black swirls, blue, aubergine, black, stripes, beige, white. Yeah, so there you go. So what you'll get is you'll get all of these, right? And then in that space there, you get this one. Now you have to write on the poll sheet, they've sent up the wrong fabric. On the piece of paper you've got there, they've sent up the wrong fabric. I'd love to play the piano. Did you see Britain's Got Talent on Saturday? I won't give it away then. No, not heard of that. Never heard of that. Beautiful. I don't watch anything live. It's all recorded, you see. Thank you. Romeo and Juliet, is that the one with the dancer with Motsi Mabuse? It's been slammed really badly, yeah. Yeah, what's next? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Charlie. Also, I need to tell you, right? You went to my photo shoot last week. I've forgotten I haven't seen Charlie since then, right? Charlie did the most brilliant picture of me. You know how I hate having my picture taken, right? Absolutely hate it, right? We took a few here. We took a few in the hall. Then we realised the ones in the hall weren't going to work because the lighting wasn't quite right. And they're really lovely. They're being printed right now as we speak. So, Charlie, I meant to say, oh, sorry, how rude of me not to say anything. I've also got your little present as well, but I brought it in because I forgot you're in today. And no, I did, I've got it. Too late. Right. So, here we go. What did we do to this? We didn't. Right, look, so you get half metre of this. You get half metre of this. Oh, half metre of this. Half metre of that. Half metre of this. There's only one available. And there's 2 people got in their baskets. Beautiful, look. Oh, these are all, this range, right? Is it all from the same range? Just it made my day. These are all the bouquets of flowers and flowers that Anna Maria has either sent to people or had sent to her, and she's drawn pictures of them. So that's where all these pictures have come from. Beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. It's a brilliant collection of flowers, of fabrics. Just stunning. Gone, sold. Well, you've not got your bag ready this time then. Not you, Michael. What one? No, he's ahead of you. Bright, multicoloured. Well, what was that? What language was that in? Oh, hello, Roy.
You all right?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Lovely, Roy. Yeah, where have you been?
Where?
Yeah?
What?
Where have you been?
Oh, Cyprus.
Oh, have you? Yeah. We wondered where you were.
Very nice. Very nice. I'll go back as well.
Oh, he's been on holiday to Cyprus. You look really well. No, he's just going like that and he's going to be off then. Right, purple, half a metre. Yellow, half a metre. Pink, half a metre. Dark pink, coral, half a metre. Peppermint, half a metre. Red, half a metre. White, half a metre. And orange, half a metre. $29.99. That can't be right for 4 metres. They're very loud, aren't they, everyone at home today? Yeah, we know he's called Brian. We know he's called Brian. $29.99. He's Roy. Well, no, that's not. Beautiful, isn't it? We'd called him Roy for 2 years, and he came in. So, no, and then he came in. Someone called you Brian. I said, no, his name's Roy. And he went, no, my name's Brian. But we'd been calling him Roy for years, so he stayed as Roy. Anyway, these are gorgeous. They are already cut, remember. They're already cut. Keep going through for that. Would you? No. Tones on tones triangles. Right, so you got the white or blue triangles on black, dark grey triangles on grey, taupe on cream, and white on cream. £14.96. Who's the man with the sexy voice? Well, it's not Stuart, obviously. He's in the gallery now. What? Jill, do you mean who I'm talking to here? Michael, come on in. Oh, this is Michael, everybody. You have to come up here.
I'm going to this one. Hi, everyone.
Don't be putting that voice on.
No, that's just a normal voice. Look how shaggy I look.
Shady? It's the lighting in it, it's
Like
rubbish.
a shaggy beard. Hello, everyone.
Right, so Michael's just helping us out today. You used to work at Jewellery Maker.
Yep.
You're a singer because you've done... No, I've seen you do those with Vicks
Vicky.
everything, yeah. So what are you doing here now then?
So I'm just doing some freelance. I'm doing Hobby Maker, Sewing Street, and jewellery maker as well. And I work for myself as well, so I do YouTube and things like that. So yeah,
So there you go.
A little bit here, a little bit there, finger in a few
Little bit
pies.
dodgy, yeah, exactly. So that was
diving.
that was the voice you could hear, Jill. Yeah, £5 off. £5 off. It's got a texture, this fabric. It's quite fine, like a voile almost. Okay. What's that Stuart Hillard saying about me in there? Oh, it's gorgeous, Mike. Oh, it's the gorgeous Michael Wolf. Says Susie. That's our Susie. Is it not? Does it say Susie and where? Okay, let's open the next one. I'm sure it was our Susie. Oh, no, she's Worcestershire, isn't she? Oh, it's a different Susie. Oh. Goose Creek on butter yellow. Bundle. Who do you think it is? Which Susie? Oh, Pearl. Susie the Pearl Lady. Where does she live? You know gorgeous Susie, who does the pearls on Jewellery Maker? Oh, yeah. Susie Mencham. Menham. Yeah. Wonder if it's, where does she live? Wonder if it's her. She's gorgeous. It's the lady who does all the pearls. If you watch Jewellery Maker, she does all the pearls on Jewellery Maker. Anyway, and the what? And chakras, she's very much into chakras, yeah. And the singing bowls. Ooh. Oh, they've not had more in today. What? All different colours? Oh. Well, see, if I hadn't broken my iPad, I could have bought those, couldn't I? Never mind. Half metre, already cut. The what one? Oh no, they were horrible. I saw those. I'm Susie from the beautiful Forest of Dean. Hello, Susie from the beautiful Forest of Dean. We thought you were a jewellery maker. No, we thought you were a quilter first, then a jewellery maker, but obviously not. Be whatever you want, Susie. It's hard, it's not red. I wouldn't call it red. Oh, are we? Oh, we don't normally do that anymore, do we? Yeah. Oh, Goose Creek on deep red. Right, first of all, it's brown. I wouldn't call it deep red at all. Claire says, hello, Michael. Claire, you're a little bit behind everybody else. What's the matter? It's not red. It's not even terracotta. When you come out here, it's like, you know, when you buy hot chocolate with raspberry flavouring in it, that's the colour, is it? Or you get that hot chocolate where you melt the beads of chocolate in the cup. That one. No? Oh, Kat's mum's got a chocolate velvetizer. I don't have chocolate anymore. Anyway, so they're not ducks, are they? They're geese. Geese. Oh, that's why it's called Goose Creek. Right, so what's that there then? Is that the creek? Anyway, she's talking rubbish now, everyone. $21.99. I'm not in tomorrow. No, I'm not in. I've got 2 days off now. Well, I'm not here for 2 days. No, it's not 2 days off. Never you mind. I'm going where? Oh, I wish. I wish I was going on a date. $21.99. That's it, fabric-wise. So, I'm just going to recap this. Oh, right, the Tim Holtz quilt kit from earlier. I'll show you a picture. Right, the 7 not checked out. Way too low. Look at the price. Look at the price. Here it is on a sofa. There it is, better. That's a better one. There's a close-up of it. 33 on split pay. Right. We had this in, sold out completely, right? If we got the same amount in today that we had on that day, we would have sold out twice now, right? It's been that popular. With all the bits of fluff for this cheap jumper. You get the charger, which is the USB. It's got a little safety cap that sits on the bottom. It's got a lovely button. Oh, now, when you're at home, don't try and use it while it's charging up, because it doesn't work while it's charging up, right? Once you've charged it up, you've got a little button on the front here. Press the button. Right, now, we had hundreds of these. We've got fewer than 50 now. Well, yeah, because you've been doing it and defluffed it all without... I haven't got anything left to defluff. Kat's been sitting in the gallery doing this just now. It's brilliant because it feels like it's not doing your jumper or your knitwear any harm whatsoever. I'll tell you where we need to go. Yeah, sweatshirts can do it as well. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Look at that. Who are you talking to? But Chloe will have this by then. Vix won't have anything that needs debobbling. Well, I don't think I've ever seen... Oh, yes, I've seen him in jumpers, actually. Anyway, look at that. Right, let me switch it off. Now, I'm not sure how much we're going to get off here, because Kat's debobbled it completely in the gallery, but let's have a look. Oh! He says... All that acrylic coming off that jumper. Oh, yours does come with a little brush as well. Yours does come with a sweet little brush. We lost the brush yesterday. Cat found it, not this cat, floor cat, and now we can't find it again. Anyway. Few of them, oh, sorry, do you want me to move that? No, there you go, there it is. That's how yours will come in the packet. $17.99. Are they what? Who? No, that's a jumper, not a sofa. They're doing it, look, suitable for all fabrics. Trousers. Multi-use, versatile cleaning. Oh, that's a sofa. That's a sofa that Cherry... Have you got a corduroy sofa? Have you? Don't believe you. $17.99. Like a jumbo cord. No. Cherry's got two because she bought them for her first house. Yours is what? No, yours won't be, no. Yeah, very, very quickly, let's recap the winners. Have you missed the winners from earlier before we go to Yarn Lane? Because I'm being let down by my guest, haven't I? You know, only staying half the show. So there's the winners. Everybody who buys every day. I'll tell you what today's price is in a minute. Hester, Kathy, Patricia, and Susan, Kay, and Bridget. You've all won a lovely prize. They'll be on their way to you today. So all you have to do is buy something, right? All you have to do is buy something. Your name goes in a hat. Today, if you've bought something today, then your name goes into the hat for these I'll do it from upstairs. Tula Pink fat quarters, 13 of them. I have been ironing that one, I do apologise. Aren't they lovely? There's your Stinky What's It? I can't remember the names of these now. Yeah, no, but it's got a name. It's not just a skunk, it's called Stinky Fella or something like that, isn't it? Then you've got Read Between the Lines. That's Pom Pom. That's Swallows and Stars in the black. That one's Leave Me Alone. That's White Peacocks. What's the White Peacock one? I can't remember now. Then you've got Pom Poms, Geodes, or Minerals that's called. Then you've got that gorgeous one, which is Tula's original drawings, some of which didn't make it to the fabric. And then you've got your Pandalicious. Message from Glynis, then we'll go. Morning, John. You'll be sending back a ball jumper. Seriously, they do work. I wouldn't be without one, says Glynis. Thank you, Glynis. No, that's Cat's cheap, old, nasty jumper. It won't matter. Right, now this is a bit weird because we're going to do the menu for tomorrow now. Here it is. Brand new fabrics at 8 o'clock. It's fixed tomorrow. Cafe Lollipop Flower Quilt with Stuart Hillard. I have no idea who that is. 10 o'clock quilting tools. 11 o'clock Tulip Pink Quilt with Stuart Hillard. Promises. And then at 12 o'clock, they've got homeware. Oh, no, they haven't. Stuart will have gone home by then. Oh, now, he might not stay for the whole hour. He might have gone by 11:30 tomorrow. If he's got to get to Scotland or somewhere. Right, now, straight after this break, we are going to Yarn Lane. And we're not knitting anything. We've just got lots and lots of lovely Stylecraft bundles for you to see. I might have to get Stuart to do all the talking because my voice is going, as you can hear. I'll see you in 4.